Share your screen. Share it.
Well, I can't share a screen yet because there's nothing to share. Hello, and welcome to the Scuffed Express. I'm joined by... let's see. Let me just see if it's working correctly here. Well,
it's already scuffed.
It could already be scuffed. I don't want to start unless I know we're good here.
Phase. That's exactly.
Yeah, last time it was fucked and you were muted, I think.
Yeah, but this is that's exactly how the intro should be every time. Couldn't have it any other way.
Well, it doesn't seem to be loading, so something's not
right. Are we live?
It doesn't appear to be so, Brian, even though everything looks right.
Uh-oh, Rumble's fucking up again, Percival.
I'm looking.
I did not.
Oh, here we go. All right, there's just a hefty delay. Thank you, and welcome to the Scuffed Express.
Hey.
I'm joined tonight by King of Pole, the illustrious King of Pole.
Yo.
And the illustrious Squire.
Hello.
And this has been a wild August.
It has.
I don't know what the Chad, if you want to bring up a favorite event from August, we're going to lay out a little bit of a timeline. I'm going to light up the cigarette. We're going to start a little bit of a timeline here. We had So what's the major events? Let's talk major events. We've had Gator going to Anime Matsuri.
Brian Holloman of Greenville.
Brian Holloman of Greenville, North
Carolina. Spending all the money he made this year going to some shit.
Yeah, can't buy a car, but can go to the anime convention.
Can we just say that Brian Holloman's sister wants to be fucked by deers, and therefore I deduce that he pretends to be an alligator? He also wants to fuck alligators.
Being gone for a month has really hurt my numbers, hasn't it?
Don't DSP bro like that.
I'm devastated.
I really need contributions.
Have you seen that new quote now? A person where he's like, I have had zero contribution to the stream. And he sits there and he just stares at the camera for 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, it's like, Derek, where's the fuck is my money?
He's like,
where's my money?
We're at 10% capacity here. I was pulling 400, now we're at 50.
50. What the fuck? You guys need to give the link out to all your friends.
So we have Fat Fuck.
I'm just gonna stop streaming.
We have Fat Fuck absolutely melting down for the entire month. Yeah. I suppose, you know what? We'll pull up this little video here. I'll first share screen with you guys.
Are we going to get into the Fat Fuck already? All right.
Yeah, let's just start off with the Fat Fuck. Chad is talking about the Fat Fuck, and I think it's time to talk about Fat Fuck. So.
Where is he? Where is this fat ass, by the way?
Too busy getting his leg sawed off.
I don't know if you have the tweets later, but can we just pull up all the fucking tweets for people what's taking so long to move into a house?
They're not even moving into a house. They're literally moving everything from that one room to the living room.
I keep telling people, I'm like, bro, you think Ashton's pushing a couch? You think that nigga's moving?
So this is what started the major meltdown.
God damn it. I can't believe people think Ashton can fucking move furniture.
Ashton can barely move his own gun.
Okay. What the fuck? Why is this not going?
Oh, God, Perciv, you've had months to prepare.
Months to prepare? Well, I was just live with Ralph.
The trains? I love the train.
Here we go.
It's the autism train, buddy.
So we'll start off with this clip here. You guys can see, yes?
Yeah.
No. Oh, wait. Hang on.
You gotta click the shares, the shares.
Well, no shit, buddy.
I'm I'm looking at it.
But you know how long it's been since I've been in a Discord call where someone had to share something? Fuck, it's been like
I know. Well, we've all been very busy these last few months.
Yeah, I've been making like $1 billion while you faggots have just been. I don't know what you guys been doing.
Yes, I know. Thanks for rubbing it in, bro. Are you ready? It all started out with this. It's all been very ugly since.
Oh, we did what we could, and I think we had a classic today.
I can't hear
with you. I don't always.
Can you hear it, Brian?
Nah.
All right, hold on. We'll just switch.
Oh, are we gonna cover the vextious litigator and all the lawsuits coming our way for tweeting at him?
I'm pretty sure we're legally obligated to not discuss potentially being sued, Bri.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. My bad.
Some whore, had a sex tape released, and she's very upset that people won't watch it, like leaking. So we can't really talk about that.
I know, that's the best part.
All right, you ready?
Let's go.
Oh, we did what we could, and I think we had a classic today. To be honest with you, I don't always name the classics.
Another all-time banger
right off like that, but I think that this one has to go into that category, perspicacity, and you played your part very well, sir. As always, I've loved having you. Basically, as a Killstream co-host, I think it's official that we can give you that title here at the end of the show.
All right,
that's very kind of you to say.
Well,
I didn't say much, but Asmodor was doing such a good job. It was like, how could you even interrupt that? So I was just.
Well, you notice I didn't say much when he was talking either. Maybe a little bit here and there interjection, but he's got the info, and I got my own too. But he really knows it, and so I'd rather him talk. But yes, you have been knighted, as Jacuzzi says, official Killstream co-host, and I appreciate all your hard work on the show. And you should promote your channel now. So we did what we could, and I think
so. I became an official co-host for the Killstream, and there were some people
the Hall of Fame, buddy.
There were some people that had problems with that. There was the Gay Tour Gamer, of course. Fat fuck Gator Gamer. You can notice a trend of fat fucks that are very upset. Genius Anus, who could barely breathe. And the number one fat fuck, the fattest of the fucks, PPP, Ashton Parks, very angry, refused all olive branches because I was on the kill stream.
Yes.
Because I was there, and he could never live that down if he had to go on a show with me as the co-host.
Well, no, it was because you were there and he wasn't. That's
of course.
Of it. Because Ashton desperately wanted to be Ralph's, Ralph's sidekick, Ralph's co-host, Ralph's, anything to be involved with Ralph. That was like Ashton's dream. And now, sadly, he is relegated to living on the couch of some cracked out cokehead child killer rapist.
Well, yes.
It's tough. It's
expanding with every moment. Very upset that I wouldn't help him continue to eat himself to death, I suppose. He wants to talk about addicts. The king of vice. The complete embodiment of vice. PPP and Warski.
They're the embodiment of the 7 deadly sins.
As you well know.
Now.
Yes. He's
Duke Harkonnen, bro, from Dune. I'm telling you, bro. He's fucking...
Yes, Baron Harkonnen has declared war on me.
Harkonnen.
Baron Harkonnen has declared war on me in particular.
He probably would like that title, to be honest.
Baron Harkonnen? Well, he is Baron Harkonnen.
His ego is out of whack, and that guy's nuts.
He requires more spice. And the embodiment of every vice known to man, Andy Warski. Also revenge pornographer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Flirting with 15-year-old girls.
Flirting with transsexuals.
Yeah, having sex with transsexuals.
furry degenerate,
Oak,
pedophile.
will literally take a handful of any drug that you put in front of him.
Try to murder some. Everybody, I don't know.
Yeah,
like the
attempted murder.
We know that
literal murderer.
Yeah,
we
murder
just cut
poor
to
murder
for a real moment. This is fucking crazy. The Alex guy, whatever you think about the guy, the Alex guy literally had to go to court with his. Remember, his mom got involved in shit, and he just
his mom had to bail him out.
And they said he could have got 15 fucking years for that. Just for that. That's fucking.
Oh yeah.
He's beyond lucky. I don't even know where to begin on that. And Worski to this day has never apologized to that dude. Ever. Nothing. He's just like, whatever.
Well, Worski still claims that he had no idea Alex had the gun, even though multiple times in the video he's like, "Oh, you could have pulled out the gun."
That's the only crime. This is the same fat fuck who did a whole segment on this with Red Bar, right? And he told everyone that that it was evil, Worski's evil, and he'd blow his fucking brains out the first day he met him.
Yes. He wanted to kill Andy Worski. Now he worships Andy Worski.
It's crazy.
It's tough.
It's pretty wild, bros. Of course, both of them. Yes. Yes.
This is sick. Perfect. Thank you.
I think War Pigs is pretty much.
Yeah. It's pretty solid. Good pick.
So we got Fat Fuck, and Fat Fuck very angry at me, threatening to dox me multiple times. Do we want to go over anything in particular with Fat Fuck before we go into the main segment?
Total amnesty person. Just come back.
Oh, yeah.
Home. Come home, person.
There'll be no amnesty. There'll be no amnesty, Ashton.
What? You don't want to be part of.
You fucked up so big time. You want to fucking try to kick a man when he's down, bro? Big mistake.
Yeah, that was fucked. Literally,
I will fucking slit your throat, you fat fuck. Do you think I'm going to forget about that now? You know what I'm capable of. Do you think that I'm going to let you get away with this? Do you think I'm going to fucking grovel back to you? Champ. Are you out of your fucking mind? I will slit your fat fucking throat. You want to fuck with me? I'm 5 steps ahead of you at all times. I always have been. I always will be. There's nothing that you could do about it. There's nothing that you could do to stop me. I will grind you into the fucking dirt, you fat fuck.
We should talk about Dono Chat.
Whoa, dude.
Do we want to talk about Dono Chat?
Don't talk about Dono Chat. Whatever you do, buddy, because Ashton will block you if you talk about it.
Do we want to talk about Dono Chat that's directly linked to Fuentes as well?
Yeah.
You want to talk about Power Chat, fat fuck?
Did you guys get banned for that?
You want to talk about Power Chat, fat fuck, when we told you not to have Power Chat to begin with? Not because anybody was getting, because all of your pay pigs would already been doxed 7 months ago when you were using it for 7 fucking months, and you literally funneled like probably close to $100,000 through Power Chat, and your pay pigs are already doxed to it. Are you out of your fucking mind? This fucker thinks he's smart.
No,
you moved over to Dono Chat, which is also controlled by Nick Fuentes, because you're a greedy fat fuck, and they told you they would take a bigger cut.
Bro, this is.
By the way, Ashton, we know even more. We know even more about Dono Chat.
We know all about Dono Chat.
We know it all, buddy. We know it all.
I actually don't. Can we fill me in?
Just lie more. Lie more.
Lie more, fat fuck.
Yeah.
You want to play?
Dig deeper, buddy. Dig it deeper.
You want to play? You want to dangle? You want to dangle my docs? We could dangle. We could dangle a lot of things, bro.
We got a lot, buddy. Go ahead, release it. Watch what happens.
Watch what happens to you. I swear to God, you will be ground into fucking dust.
You won't do
I
it,
swear
pussy.
to God, there will be no stone unturned, my friend. You want to fucking play with me?
Bet you won't, pussy.
During the Cold War, when if the U.S. were to nuke Russia would nuke back like instantaneously. Yeah, it's going to be just like that. Part.
Yes. Mutually assured destruction. Let's go.
I don't need to leak any DMs, bro. You're fucking already over your head in shit that you've been so caught up with your greed and your fucking chasing of every vice. You really want to fuck around? It's not going to be pretty, bro. Because I'm not fucking going anywhere. Do you understand me? I'm not fucking going anywhere. So you better get used to it. And you better get used to me being around.
I can't wait for the PPP sub for him, buddy.
Dude, this is amazing, person. Where's this been? I've been asking for this for months and months. Let's go.
He pushed it a little too. He pushed his fucking luck.
Fucking no, I'm good. You're good. You're in it. Slit his throat, buddy. Let's go.
So where do we go from here, Squire?
Play his bitch ass fucking apology.
You want to play
bitch ass apology? Yeah, the one where he's sitting in there and he's like, "Oh, I wish it just didn't go down the way it went, guys."
He wishes it didn't go down the way it went.
Let's dissect that. Let's dissect this.
Do you mean trying to set us up on some fucking bullshit where you'd cry to us every day that you were a whipped bitch?
I loved it.
That you were a whipped fucking bitch and you'd cry your eyes out that Andy was not letting you do what you wanted to do and you had to grovel to Andy to get things done. That Andy would constantly block everything that we wanted to do as far as content. That you went to Adam and contacted Adam and begged him to come back. You begged him to fucking come and then stabbed him in the back. And we let it go. We were forgiving because we know you're mentally fucking ill. Okay? Because you're eating yourself. You know, the mental illness is clear, bro. You eat yourself to death. You're 500 fucking pounds. Your leg literally almost rotted off this fucking year. You were in the hospital with sepsis.
Get him a rocking chair. He needs a rocking chair.
Well, he already rocks back and forth in a fucking lounge chair.
He rocks like he has straight Down syndrome in a group home. Not even kidding. Fucking.
Also, what's going on in this picture? Did they get all their shit repossessed? What the fuck happened?
Yeah. I hope so. Oh no,
they're moving the studio. They're moving the studio.
They're not moving shit
because Ashton's fat ass is so fat he can't even get into the studio anymore.
They all got repossessed. They all got repossessed.
I'm hoping that this move ruins their relationship because you know damn well that Worski is losing his fucking mind trying to get Ashton to do anything, to help with anything.
The reality is this fat fuck should kiss my ass. You should get on your knees and tongue my fucking asshole. I gave you a fucking career, you piece of shit. Are you fucking for real? Your numbers have dropped to nothing. You're streaming to no one. You're getting supported by 5 fucking pay pigs of Andes. You've got nothing without me. You should grovel back to me on your hands and fucking knees.
Holy
Are
shit,
you
dude.
fucking for real, Ashton? No, for real. He should fucking grovel back to me and Squire. They got more traction when we were in control than they could possibly ever do by themselves.
Well, yeah,
I mean, we've seen them literally grind their show into the ground. Nobody's watching. Nobody's clipping.
The only thing they know is how to manipulate 5 really mentally ill rich people.
Well, they're DSP tiered. Literal people in fucking wheelchairs are funding your lifestyle so they could watch you eat yourself to death. Don't you understand the farcical levels that you've fucking debased yourself to? And you're going to talk to me about apologizing and groveling back and taking things and Ralph is a piece of shit? you're a piece of shit. You always have been. I was always tolerant of it because I saw something in you that I liked anyway. And you know what? Clearly, I'm mentally fucking ill anyway. So what does that even matter that I saw something in you? Because I'm fucking out of my mind too. I mean, what does it matter, bro? You're a snake and a loser. You've ground your audience into the dust. You've ground everything into the dust. You're on Kick now. Your videos can't break 1,000 views.
Kick, that the CEO of Kick literally admits that botting is a problem on their platform. Or literally, you open up one tab and it's like 20 viewers.
Yeah, it's 20. It's 20 viewers in one tab.
So, Person, I don't know if you know this, but they're going back to YouTube. They said when they're back in the new studio, they're going back to YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah, nobody's going over to Kick.
Can they afford some bots?
After they got so many memberships, they got Medicare. Okay, so this is what I've forgotten is Medicare. I'm going to pull up the Medicare.
Daddy Jim. Well, Daddy Jim is back.
You know what? We should open up with Medicare.
I was 2 months off. I said he'd be back in 6 months. I was off by 2 months. I think I was the closest. I forget what you guys said.
I got to find a Medicare archive. Because that's what we should do first.
Yeah, Daddy Jim, who's dying. You need to give him all your money because he's dying.
Can you imagine giving money to a glass bone cancer patient who has the balls to call out me and Brian as killers of content?
Oh yeah,
bro! All you do is tweet out your fucking medical records and personal business to beg for money and cry that you have glass bones and cancer. Are
Jim
you
has
fucking
literally
for real?
Become what he's made fun of. Like, this is the kind of shit you'd read on like Tumblr back in like 2012.
Listen, schizo time, bro. This fucking, when they did the Sneed social shit, the Kino gang, he was the first within 5 fucking minutes. I'm that fucking paranoid. This motherfucker was the first motherfucker to post out. I read the whole fucking crazy schizo thing, the fucking Sneed social thing. And it's true. Brian is like running a swatting ring, an international crime syndicate. I was like, what the fuck? What?
Brian is running an international swatting ring?
What?
Sneed social, man. I mean, that's fucking, they made me sound like a cult leader, bro. I had to go get a costume that said Jim died on it to represent the fucking insanity that came from that.
Well, Jim is so obsessed that you didn't want his outlines. Yeah. Very jealous of Danny.
Yes, he is. That's always.
That's what it was all about. Because you know Jade ain't getting fucked. Jade hasn't been fucked in years.
Listen, this isn't even a shot at him, bro. I'm going to straw poll the chat, straw poll you guys, okay? If you are like fucking dying and it's a miserable time and you've been dying for 5 years, right? You're like dying, like terminally ill. You're going to have a hard time getting that motherfucker up, let alone fucking without having a stroke or a heart attack or something wild, right? And you tell me that girl in her 20s, her mid to late 20s, wasn't fucking nobody?
Maybe well, yeah, she's fucking Tyrone. That's where she got the TV from, bro.
That's exactly my point. Why do you think he made an anime dungeon in his living room? Think about it. The guy did a 180 out of nowhere. I'm telling you, he's probably flamencoed here, bro. I don't even understand it. It's fucking crazy. I don't know what that Asian woman did to him, but it fucked his brain up. Money, I don't know. It's crazy. Cancer, man.
Wow.
She's fucking someone else, bro, for like years.
Ching Chang fucking cam whore is getting boned down by Tyrone while Jim is sitting in the hospital bed smelling his own shit. And somehow he turned that into a comedy bit.
He's like a blob now. What do you mean?
I need you to find it right now.
He's got no bones.
Yeah, I'm not crazy. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. So please, we have to play this. There's a moment in the middle of his rant where he literally has dementia for like a second, and he suddenly goes,
"Well, can you give me a timestamp for that?"
I need to find it. He's like, "Let's talk about Peppa Pimpkin. I want to see her feet." Goes straight to her stream, and she's like, "Wow, she's got 500,000 subscribers. Wasn't she supposed to post like a selfie of herself?" It was the weirdest fucking It was the entire stream.
Who'd want to see a selfie of that ball tranny?
I don't know. It was fucking strange. He was talking about her feet. And I was sitting there and I'm like, your wife is watching you die, and you're like trying to simp for a VTuber. What the fuck?
That makes perfect sense to me, Brian.
Person, we gotta hold. I'll find it right now. Somebody in the chat probably knows what I'm talking about. Is it been timestamp?
Here, hold on. We could play some of this.
Like, you have music over it. I can't hear shit.
All right, hold on. Pause my music. We'll pause Iron Man.
What a fucking horrible concept that is. How has that not been made into a horrible concept? I want you to think of how...
Wait, it's past the Ralph stuff. Keep going, Push. You're going to see Peppa Pipkin pop up.
And that's when the war started. And what war are we talking about? Well, of course, it's the Ethan Ralph versus Nick Fuentes war that we all knew was going to happen.
Oh,
we knew eventually
it had to happen. What's going to happen, you guys?
Now you got Nick out there.
He's very salty. Jim debated Nick Fuentes, and guess what happened? Nothing. Nobody gave a flying fuck. Everybody looked retarded, and it was over. And Ralph turned on Nick. Everybody was doxxed. The complete movement imploded. Cozy gets what? Fucking let's pull up Cozy now live. See what Cozy gets.
Oh God.
Let's see what Cozy is. What Cozy has right now. Let's see if they could see it.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, they got who's streaming with 4. What is it? 200? I can't see the number. 300.
Hold on, I got to transform.
He's watching. He's watching JF. He's watching a JF video.
Oh, we all know JF. Amazing content from JF. We have Chief Trumpster with 348 viewers. They have Wurzelroot with 243, and that Jewish cunt with 35 viewers. Tenrio has 15, and then
Tenrio, bro.
So Ralph has more viewers right now than the entire site combined, or every streamer combined together.
I need Beardson. Where's Beardson at?
Beardson has hung himself. It's over for Beardson.
Did he actually because he said he was going to retire? Did he actually retire?
I don't know.
Did the bean memes get to him?
Bean soy. All right, back to Jim.
Trying to recreate his image right at the height of this. This happened within the last few months. He's out there. He's doing stuff.
Last few months.
I don't care.
Last few months, like 2 weeks ago.
This guy would religiously donate to Ralph. Defended him, kissed his ass. Then he goes on stream and
get on there. Enough people get in the chat. They all rile each other up. You know how the
very
people
angry
I was laughing at have really been stumbling over their asses for the last fucking 6 to 7 to 8 months. AF is pretty much a joke at this point. No,
I'm guessing Jim is going to take credit from his cancer bed. He's going to take credit for everything.
Oh, of course.
Is that what's happening here?
Yes.
For being full of pedophiles.
Jim needs
Ethan Ralph's life is
from the fucking stretcher to the hospital bed.
Bibble is run for the hill. Nick Fuentes,
the hospital,
basically is a laughing stock. Power Chat's kind of imploding as Louise and Baked. I don't know what they're doing with it.
Louise.
All I know is I keep seeing streams of them kissing transsexual men.
Sounds like he's about to cry. What the fuck?
There's something really weird with America First. It's like a beard.
No shit.
It's I'll add
Jim stating the obvious for the brain dead fucking sweetie squad.
No option. Nobody's gonna.
This reminds me of DSP when he's like trying to explain something to his pay pigs.
It's time we just go for it.
Do you guys know what
the entire
Starfield
organization
is?
known as America First, Cozy.tv, to come out of the
fucking
closet because nobody believes it anymore that these people are straight. There isn't one that has a functional relationship with a woman. Nobody could keep their marriage going. Berto was out there. He was on Cozy.
Wow, he's pulling out this
Jim.
Fucking ancient fucking tweet. Holy shit.
Yeah, you really won, bro. He's gotta pat himself on the back as he lays on his belly, tweeting 30 to 40 times a day on a pedophile's fucking, duplicate Twitter, faux Twitter. He thinks he's winning.
He's friendly with all the people over at AF. They weren't hating him just yet. Up in his face. There we go. All right. The poll was pretty handedly one-sided. Now I know. In regards
still going on about that 10 minutes later.
The or something?
Are we sure he's just
I don't even know what the
drunk
fuck that
and not
is.
sick?
How do you go from running a successful stream to selling Disney toys? Like Disney collectible cards?
Oh, this is him
really?
shooting from the hip at Teddy. Teaser.
Oh, hold on 1 second here.
Teddy.
I think our poll is good. Our
So,
poll is
who's
done.
completely DFB'd? Is Teddy even still around, or where is?
All right, the poll was pretty handedly one-sided. Now I
don't know, but
in regards,
I think
to,
Teddy is needed more than ever.
Me too.
In regards to a specific subject of an individual who was angry about his name being put out there, I get it. I understand it.
Okay.
Had my name put out there. Had my information put out there. Nobody likes it. Everybody likes being
anonymous. About you,
they
Brian.
like having anonymity. But I would say it's a little weird to go from one group of people you could be mad at for putting your name out there. I get it. To the other group who was the initial people that put your name out there. It's like you're running between. It's like you're a beaten housewife and you're running between two husbands that beat you.
Or maybe he's talking about Teddy. I don't know.
Maybe choose a third path.
Who knows?
That doesn't involve Disney figurines.
Oh, it is Teddy.
Kissing Nick Fuentes'
It was
ass.
right. We were right where the Teddy
I'm pretty sure those guys
segment
hate you, and they used you, and they're gonna just toss you aside. I don't know, man. I know it's rough. It's a weird
Brian,
situation.
are you still there?
But you got that going on. So the sector is just, it's very weird.
He's dead.
I think Ralph is kind of on his last legs.
Out cutting the grass. Yes.
Metaphorically speaking.
Yes.
I mean,
Ralph is on his last legs.
He's talking about like moving again, maybe. Is he going to go to Cuba? Is he heading to Cuba, maybe? I don't know. Is he going to go to some South American country?
Cuba.
Maybe.
We'll come back to Jim because Jim is boring the fuck out of me.
Jim is fucking Jesus Christ.
Why
do people pay for that?
I have no idea. We'll just go right into this. Brian, are you there?
No, he's dead.
Oh, come on, Brian. All right, hold on. So, Jim's main man has been around. And we'll do a little preview for Gator. Kind of stuff that Gator has been up to. Gator very upset. His queen rejected him.
Ugh.
Notice no Gator in sight. No Gator in sight.
It looks like she's wearing like a Mission Impossible mask or some shit in that picture. Holy fuck.
Gator's gonna have fun shit posting with his
little
girl anime
underage doll. Wow.
Gator has been seething for weeks. Very angry. Look at this shit. I mean, Gator is unreal, isn't he? Gator claims... Oh, I did want to cover this. Gator claims... breaking, Squire. Gator claims to have 1.1 million minutes viewed of the Anime Boomer podcast.
I highly doubt that.
Does chat believe that? Does chat believe this?
Gator's like...
One, if you believe that Gator has 1.1 million minutes of views on his video.
Maybe in like 2, if not. Maybe in Gator's like weird fantasy world he has that many.
Well, hold on. I'll pull up this image. Oh, Brian also posted this, so we'll pull up Brian's. Gator has literally... Videos have been up a month on Kick, and they have 0 views. Literally 0 views. But Gator is claiming here that he has 1.1 million. 76.3K thousand views on the Anime Boomers podcast. Does anybody believe that? 1, if you believe that. 2, if that's complete bullshit.
that's
3, if nobody gives a fuck because it's Gator anyway.
Actually, that's a hard 3. Never mind. Holy fuck, Gator. Gator, seriously, like, what are you doing with your life? Like, what the fuck are you doing, buddy? You can't even afford a car. Can't even afford a car. You spend your money on anime conventions and graphics.
There's an ocean of 2 and 3s. So
can't even afford your own house. Can't afford your own car. Like,
no, bro. He's got 76,000 views on the Anime Boomers podcast.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So what? Who gives a shit?
Do you even think if you combined every video Gator has ever done over 10 years that he has 76,000 views?
No.
Because that may be possible, because my channel on YouTube has, like, I think a total of, like, that much. I can
see him being $76,000 in debt.
Yeah, well, he's definitely $76,000 in debt.
Anything. I can't see that of anything, you know.
Is that Vickers? Are you admitting Goblino to being Vickers himself? Is that what's happening in my chat?
That would be amazing. That's probably not.
I believe it, bro. I believe you're Vickers.
It's probably
it's not like you have 5 children or business. Right? But, all right, let's go into this. Well, you know what? Brian wanted to play this first. Since Brian has disappeared, we'll do a little harken back to a lesbian on a beach.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm planning a trip at some point to somewhere very nice. And I should just totally do this. You know what? I'm gonna spend.
Are you gonna have the Squire?
Tens of thousands. I'm gonna spend tens of thousands of dollars on my fancy trip where I get to relax, and then I'm just gonna go to the beach and just scream out like all the people I don't like online's names.
Are you really?
No, but like
what?
I don't think I ever. Why would I? Like, this is so fucking retarded. Like, what's he doing? What is he doing?
You don't want to do this?
Winter is coming. Winter.
Should I with the golden briefcase?
Winter is coming. You know.
I just throw the golden briefcase into the ocean.
You know, winter is here. Winter is here. You know. And I just got one question. For God's sake.
He's got one question, bro.
For Adam, for Persif and Squire and Brian. I just got one question, bitches. Called to you.
The thunder hit. Perfect time for that thunder. There's a massive thunderstorm outside right now. So no, that's not an explosion. I'm not on the streets of Baghdad.
That's a lie. He is.
That sounded like an explosion.
I literally heard Islamic chanting earlier before we were live. I literally heard some guy going, Allah, Allah, Allah. So I 100% believe that he's in
so this fat lesbian with beads in his hair is going to do an epic takedown.
Why is he wearing women's sunglasses?
Bitches. Oh.
Well, bro, his hair is fucking braided. You know the black man had a field day with. You know the black man had a field day with him.
Oh yeah, this is 5-star days for BBP out here. Yeah, buddy. Do I look like I'm shaking? Do I look like I'm shivering?
You look like
5-star days, baby. Let's go.
You look like a 500-pound lesbian sinking into the sand on the beach.
I may not be shaking or
It looks like an overweight Zoidberg.
But I'm shoveling for you, buddy.
Oh yeah, the shovel that he's
I'm shoveling for you, buddy. I'm burying you, buddy. I'm digging you the grave. The grave that you've made for yourself there, Adam.
Yeah.
Shoveling.
He literally stole a child's shovel to make this video, by the way.
Out for you. No. I'm gonna have to call upon somebody.
No audio quality.
I'm gonna have to call upon the Undertaker, Adam.
So now let's see where fat lesbian on the beach, where he is these days. Where do you think he is, Squire?
Well, it looks like all their furniture got repossessed, so he's probably in the soup kitchen line right now.
So you're saying they're going back to the frozen cabin?
I think they're okay. You know what? I have a schizo theory, bud. I don't think any of those donos are real. I think they're this is a common tactic. This actually, you know what? This is something DSP did a while back. To generate, buzz is you donate a bunch of money to yourself. Yeah.
Like for the best streak. Yeah.
People did it on Twitch where they were, other people have done this too. It wasn't just Phil, where they would just give themselves a fuck ton of subs using like sock accounts. And so you'd be like, oh, that guy has like 10,000 subs. He must be really cool. And it just turns out it's just all bullshit because the guy has like 20 viewers.
Well, Kick literally takes nothing for subs, right? So they could give themselves subs and they literally get the money right back. They're losing pennies, to give themselves a sub. So yes, I would happen to agree with that take.
Plus, don't get me started on Dono Chat, where Andy claims there's like a 20% cut, which is insane, which makes me think that there's some other... Oh, there you are, Brian.
So hold on, if they get $10, they only get 8?
Allegedly. That's what Andy said, that they take a 20% cut, which is unheard of. Like, that's insane.
Who's taking a 20% cut? From what?
That's what Andy said. I was like, what? For Dono Chat? Like, that, I'm not going to say what I think is going on.
They're giving Nick Fuentes a 20% cut from Dono Chat.
That's what it sounds like to me, buddy. Yeah. Actually, I don't even think it's that. I'm not going to say what it is.
What would make sense, Persip, is if they just brought Andrew Wilson on to discuss the Dono Chat and then let's let him explain things. You know what I mean?
Where's Ashton's? Ashton claims he has his truck.
To be fair, it could be nothing, right? But if he just comes,
Ashton claims he bought a truck.
Are you counter signaling me, Brian?
No, what I'm saying is, Persip, here's what I'm saying. Imagine if Worski.
No, Andrew Wilson literally went and sucked Nick Fuentes off and begged him.
Yeah.
So I'm not making that up.
By the way, it's not Andrew Wilson that owns the Dono
Listen
Chat.
to what I'm saying.
No, it's not Andrew Wilson.
If Andy and PPP are so concerned about the Dono Chat,
just the face,
right? Then just bring the guy who runs it on your stream and discuss Dono Chat.
No, that's a bad idea for that. Oh yeah, Ashton, please let everyone know who actually runs Dono Chat. Please let them know. Bring them on. Ashton.
Bring them on. Bring on the true owner.
Bring on the real owner. I have the name. I can, bring them on, buddy. Bring them on.
Bring them on. Let's talk about Dono Chat.
Watch what happens. Watch what's going to happen.
And you let them talk. There's nothing that could possibly go wrong if they just discuss Dono Chat.
Exactly. There's nothing. There's nothing.
The creator of it.
What could go wrong?
All right, let's play this and react to it.
Yeah, let's play this. Yeah, I want to hear this.
Chat's been waiting.
Gas for air.
We have the best Mexican lawyers, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Bragging about.
Yeah, where's all your furniture?
You know what's worse than being Ralph right now, Ashton? Being the fucking sweepers being the Zanny berries for Ralph.
Being the Persip.
The King of Pole. Because now it's like, hey boys, don't we got
they just saying
best Mexican lawyers? Now Zanny has
to
go.
Just listen to what they're saying.
I guess. But Andy did aim.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
He goes, let me ask you
He also murdered a child.
What kind of mother would leave the hospital because it was too long to get a rape kit to prove their daughter
This is the worst Ralph impersonation I've ever heard. Ashton, dude, what the fuck is going on?
There's no context to this.
Abandoning Rosie, like after Rosie got raped by who? You?
Why are you guys? Why are they sound so low energy?
What? This fucker is so insane. And unfortunately,
he's drugged out.
Of abandoning her, but that doesn't have any thing to do with Harry. Like if Harry left the hospital,
drink another bottle of soda, fat fuck. Maybe it'll make more sense.
I think he needs more cocaine.
He's saying no Pantsu with her uncle, like the uncle raped her.
Have Andy give you some more of his cocaine, buddy.
There we go. Next one.
Next one.
None of that means. Well, Space Cat says, I did with you, and I've been busy with school this week, so I was just curious.
I was hacked when I leaked all that girl's news on my Twitter.
None of that means a shit.
My Instagram was also hacked when I was talking to that 15-year-old girl and leaked her news. It was hacked. You notice Andy gets hacked every 2 to 3 months.
And here he goes. He's shitting on Pantsu. That ass isn't that fat, lady. And I've had more than my fill of it.
King.
This stuff is too dark. I can no longer support Ralph.
Yeah. But my pants is really sensitive about her flat ass.
Yeah.
She cries about it. She likes to be called thick, apparently. So
thick.
He's really hitting her where it hurts. He goes, "Pussy is pretty fattening, believe it or not."
Oh wait, he goes, "How did you get so obese?" Pussy pretty fattening, believe it or not. Yeah, it's not the fucking hoagies, buddy.
Oh God, don't let Andy read it. What are you doing?
So Ralph got a text from
Andy
Mrs.
can't read.
AARP.
Why are they why are they so low energy in this clip?
Lifestyle.
What's going on?
We would like to offer you a discount on premium life insurance. No telling when the good Lord and your dear old dad threw you onto the bus at every turn. I hope everyone
It's right after this segment. I know it is. Because I had it saved on this time.
I know we're happy with the decisions that we made, folks.
Are you happy? How happy are you? Ashton has gained literally 200 pounds.
I mean, they look like
200 pounds.
It looks like the bookies got to Ashton. That's where all the furniture went.
Yeah, you think they broke his legs for the gambling debts?
I think the repo van showed up and just took everything.
Slot machine that we are fixing.
Think it's over?
Custom one.
I think it's over. I mean, where's this? Like, he allegedly has this like
F1 350, right?
Where the fuck is this truck?
Yes, his penis feels very big when he's riding around this $100,000 truck. But they can't pay fucking mover. This fat fuck and retard can't pay movers. He could afford a $100,000 car, but they can't afford to pay movers.
I mean,
set up the studio for their business where they have to work, and they've been moving for how long? 11, 12 days now.
They can't even afford to live somewhere else other than Worski's dad's duplex.
Can you imagine, Squire?
Like, they literally live next door to Worski's dad. It's like,
well, let's be for real. Let's talk like real adult people now. Okay. Can you imagine taking 11 days off from work for having to move?
No.
11 days off from work for having to move. Not moving in a weekend. Takes him 11 days to move.
Here's my listen. This is my hot take. Okay, this move is going to be the breakup start for real. Because when Worski is literally moving everything, he's fucking. You know how moving is, person. You yell at each other. You get fucking hostile.
Oh, you get so pissed when you have to move.
Pissed off. The couch won't fucking fit. It's got stairs. You're gonna need fat ass to get out of that fucking car.
Not moving anything. Are you out of your mind?
Listen, bro.
Can you see this fat fuck picking up anything?
Listen to me. If there's no breakup after this, if they're not looking at each other with fucking rage every time they're on, then they had movers. They had movers.
Well, they should have.
Well, they should have had
some
movers.
of these. They should have got some of these mentally ill pay pigs to spend the weekend with them again and just move.
They probably did, to be honest. They're just not saying it out loud now because they know better. Because they probably get in trouble.
So I'll bring up this tweet because it's relevant.
The pay pigs will all get dogs.
Oh, you know what I didn't think about? Fucking Croc. I bet you Ashton's whipping him like a slave. Get out there. Move that couch, boy.
I mean, Croc's got his own money.
Croc is not moving, Ashton. Please.
Listen, bro, you say that, but we watched what happened on the first Cooking Warski. He fucking treated him like a dog. Like a fucking dog. It was crazy.
Yeah, well, he did on the other one, too. Like,
you mean when the pay pig and Croc literally wanted to just leave? Because Ashton was so coked out of his mind.
I mean, you heard what he was saying. He's like, Croc didn't charge the phone. What a piece of shit. What a shitty brother. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? It's like, damn, dude.
Bro,
like, you can't just talk
Ashton's in a power chair directing people to move.
He did it for like 20 minutes.
Body, you need to move that lamp over there. I can't pick it up. It weighs like 10 pounds, body.
I'm sweating over here, buddy. Put it in my.
He's just fanning himself.
Put it in the basket in my power chair, buddy. Put it in the power chair.
Himself with the empty container from the Chinese takeaway that he had the pay pig.
Where's the handicap accessible ramp, buddy?
We need a clip of him bitching about the pizza.
Well, we're gonna go back into it, but this was breaking today. It says people are telling me Tardsky is sending drunken audio DMs with PPP screaming in the background. They're really fucked up on drugs and alcohol. It almost is like, two embodiments of vice celebrating another person going back on drugs has not ended well.
Why aren't these fucking Worski pay pigs giving these audio clips?
Well, they're worthless.
Content?
Just like Andy.
Please,
Squire.
better release that shit.
Remember
release that shit. That's all I gotta
Andy was going to do a show where they were editing together clips, the Discord show that was never released. The only thing that was ever released was a 20-second clip of Andy running away from bulls.
No, he wasn't even running away from bulls. Like running parallel.
Well, yeah, he was running into them. Yes.
No, he was like pushing people into them and shit, trying to It's fucking so stupid. No, and he had that video of him at the the Arboretum or some shit.
Yeah, but nobody even watched that, Squire. He posted that to Twitter for nobody to even watch. Nobody watched that shit. Him wandering around a fucking garden. Nobody gives a rat's ass.
Look at these flowers. He was breathing so fucking heavily too. It was amazing. It's not like he was gonna die. Yeah. It's like, bro, you're just walking. You're just fuck, you're not Ashton. You don't weigh 600 pounds.
Wow, he was exhausted. Man, they could match it for $50. All right.
He sounded like Genius Anus. He was like,
it's so embarrassing. Well, this is why he never got released, Squire, because it was embarrassing. Like everything Andy does, it's a complete fucking embarrassment. And he immediately tries to delete it.
I just want to know what happened to all their furniture.
Yeah, let's go back into
this. Clearly, that might have got repossessed there, bud.
New bigger studio. We've got the.
I'm not going to say that. I'm
the
just
fucking world.
I don't know what they did with it.
This week.
Okay, come on. All right, pause it real quick. Let's be honest. Everything we've seen from them is the kind of shit that poor people buy when they think they have a lot of money.
Yeah, there's a term for that. I'm not going to say what it is, but there's a term. No,
we're not going to say. We're not going to say the term. But,
okay,
my bad.
But it's they have I don't think they have any money, buddy. I literally think we've all just been gaslit into thinking they actually have a ton of support.
I don't think they have as much money as they say they have.
Support. No, I don't. I disagree with that, Squire, because they have that Wolf Spear, the El Rari guy is super. I mean, we've saw the screenshot where Worski's got 10 guys watching him run with bulls and shit that are huge pay pigs. They've got to come over.
Right, there's no way these guys are paying.
Most of them have defected, though. About 4 to 5 of them have defected.
Allegedly. See, here's the thing with pay pigs. Okay, it's not just. It's like gambling. It's like an addiction.
Yes.
Some of these guys, and I don't mean throwing a couple bucks here and there, but the guys who are throwing, what Viter was doing to Phil, the $750 a month plus tip, that kind of stuff, and they've been doing it for at least a year. That kind of stuff, that's like gambling addiction.
It is a gambling addiction,
and you're just throwing it away. So when people tell me Medicare Masks, Andy doxed him, right? And he fucked off. I don't believe that. They usually go. What they do is they privately donate, like Viter was doing for 2 years. They make sock accounts and donate on that. You know what I mean? They don't go away. That's why I'm
just waiting to see the money. Literally, I showed everyone my fucking Tesla. These guys haven't showed anyone shit.
We're never going to see
it. I have a golden briefcase with $100,000 in it. Where's their golden briefcase? I want to see a golden briefcase.
Send me that golden briefcase, Squire.
I want the
I want the golden briefcase.
I got the flex. Where's
prove to me it's real?
I want to get flex back. Yeah, prove it. Prove that you're rich.
A lot of money.
What?
You owe me money, Squire.
I don't owe you shit, Bri. Fuck off. I don't owe you shit.
I'm my lawyer on you, Squire.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Do you know how many Jew lawyers I have?
Listen, bro. Okay,
I'll call Maury. I'll call Maury Justine right now, buddy. I'll call him right now.
Vickers is gonna be suing me, boys. I'm getting summoned for mean tweets. Not even mean tweets because I followed him. I'm in discovery now. I'm there.
I legally
50 Zannyberry
anything
accounts.
About this.
50 Zannyberry accounts. That's
all right. Let's go back into.
I just want to see. I want to see the truck. I just want to see the truck, and I want.
We're never going to see the truck. We're never going to see anything.
And I guarantee.
Do you think he even fits in the truck at this point? Do you think he could get his fat ass in a truck?
No, he needs one of those fucking.
Do you think he has like a ladder to get in the truck?
He needs one of those like those vans that like crippled people have.
No, it's all dude.
Like
it's got like a. Maybe he has that. Maybe they load him in the back.
Person, you got to believe though, man. Like, listen, I think this is my schizo theory. I think the truck is not only real, but it's the exact same fucking red truck that Ralph owns.
It's a Nissan.
Could you imagine?
Listen, all right. So back in Tampa, I hung out with a lot of car guys, bro, and there is some petty, wild shit in car groups. People know what I'm talking about, and people will literally just get the next year, the newer model, just to fuck with you, I'm telling you. He bought that fucking truck. It's the same color, same look, the whole 9 yards. It's like 1 year older. It's 1 year newer. Watch. I bet you.
But yeah, I mean, I showed off the Tesla. I showed off the $100,000. Like,
I know he said it was an F-150.
I kind of want to show off the mansion, but I don't want to get doxxed, so I'm not going to show off the mansion.
Remember when I was like, "Hey, bro, you were telling me you had fucking Dobermans?"
Yeah, I do. I have hounds. They literally.
Can you tell the story? For the chat to understand, Squire, one day we were talking about Vickers doxing all of us and dragging us to court, right? And Squire,
I don't know who he's talking about.
He's like, I've got these two. If he comes in here, I've got all this acreage. I've got these two Doberman that at night.
No,
that
four.
scan my
There's
property.
4 of them. No, there's
4. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes on this fucking story about these Doberman tearing people up that come into his property. No lie.
Gate. I have a gate. If you go across the gate, you're gonna get fucked with. I'm sorry.
It was fucking. You're fucking shot at. Who has fucking? What do you do that you have 4 fucking trained attack dogs that are just running around at night like you're a fucking like a
Squire's a millionaire, bro. You know that.
What the fuck are you doing, dude? That's fucking savage, bro.
I would tell you, but I'd have to kill
you. I knew a guy in Florida that did that, but he bought ostriches. And I'm not kidding.
Oh, dude, I want to buy ostriches actually.
Well, ostriches are great to keep snakes away, right? That's what and peacocks.
Have you never seen ostriches on farms, bro? And emus, holy fuck, dude, they are. If they don't know you, they're mean as fuck. They're like giant macaws, bro.
When I retire, I plan on getting like a big ass fucking acreage somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere, getting fiber and power and shit run to it, and just literally be a Star Trek villain at that point.
Bro, I've been playing Rocket League with a bunch of fucking crazy Australians. Shout out, bros. And they do legit ostrich racing.
Yes, Squire.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yes, Brian. They used to do ostrich racing in ancient Egypt as well. They still do ostrich racing.
Australian football, AFL
in Egypt.
That shit is fucking
all right. Wild. You guys have derailed enough. I gotta pull this back. Hello? We're talking about ostrich racing.
Sorry.
Can you guys hear me?
Who is this? Is this a special guest?
It's Grimsy.
Oh shit.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Grimsy. So we haven't even gotten into the first section because we've been derailed for an hour.
Yeah, I heard you guys were talking about PPP.
Yeah, so how do you feel, Grimsy, about PPP and Andy Worski?
I mean, I'm just really concerned about PPP's health, to be honest. I mean, he's on the down low here. Yeah. We're looking at a guy. I mean, he's got maybe 6 more months left in the tank at this point. I mean, he probably is going to gain another 50 pounds. He's going to die.
Where? Where is
I don't even know, in his fucking dick or something, man. I mean, something's got to give.
That's what he hoped.
We can
and then
on my 600-pound life, Grimsy. I'm not kidding. You can report him to TLC. Right.
This is the thing is you would think the cocaine would help him, slim out a little bit, but it just seems to be just getting him bigger and bigger.
Well, he's getting the coke blow, buddy.
Well, he's a hard addict. He's a huge gambling and food addict. So it's just never. It doesn't matter. It's like everything.
It doesn't matter. Every vice that you could possibly imagine.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I don't even know enough about PPP. As I said, I've said this multiple times. I think he's I gotta find this guy. It's Andy Milonakis. I thought that was
Andy
him for the longest
Milonakis,
time.
yes.
Yeah, I thought that
He
was
does
him
look
for
like
the
Andy
longest time.
Especially now that he's gotten fatter and fatter, he looks very odd. He does look like an Andy Milonakis.
He looks like Andy Milonakis' father.
He didn't used to look this way. I don't know what the fuck happened. Because he used to look a little different.
There's that picture of him with the Make America Great Again hat on, and he looks like he's like maybe 250, 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And now he's just
like... all about them, right, is that they're extremely horrifically bad with their money. They'll fly out randomly to Hawaii and the Bahamas. Not even kidding. They'll yell. They actually stream themselves on the beach yelling our names out across the ocean.
You want to watch that, Grimsy?
Yeah, no, I was watching the stream. He was in Jamaica, right? He had those faggot ass braids on,
and I was blessed by. He doesn't understand. So I was blessed. I was like, wow, man. I'm good. That's like a ritual. That's like a rite right there.
Yeah, there he is.
I got a nigga in Bahamas. I got a Canadian in the Bahamas yelling my name across the ocean, straight across my country.
This was
state.
pretty amazing. It's not gonna lie.
It was very special. I felt flattered, to be honest.
Yeah, so he loves you guys. Like something's going on there.
Well, he's
a scorned lover.
He's gay. You didn't know.
Does he actually blow Andy Worski? Is this real?
We don't know.
Yeah.
I never thought of him. There was never anything. Yeah. Okay, so
hey man,
there was never anything romantic between me and PPP because he's 600 pounds. Okay,
I don't.
No, seriously, there's nothing.
Come on, man.
Look, hold on.
We know.
Okay, but the way that he's acting is really seriously giving people the impression that there was some kind of sexual thing going on between them.
You need to calm down. You need to just say this one thing to you, and you'll understand. Yeah. He regularly on streams states that he is in a room with us, watching us have gay orgies. He said that multiple times.
Yes, Grimsy. This man has he has said that me and Brian had gay sex in front of him in a Discord call, and he was recording it and watching it.
Well, did you though?
No. No.
Goddamn.
I don't know what's gay though. Watching that, or I don't even understand where he's coming from.
I mean, yeah, I think it's all pretty gay. But if he's recording and saving it for later, I mean, he's not even using it as blackmail. He's using it for personal pleasure.
Yeah.
So
that's what we're saying.
I mean, who knows?
It's just ridiculous. Brian is married with children, by the way.
Hold on.
There's nothing going on between me and Brian.
Ashton, post the tape. Oh, take me out back and put me down, Ashton. You have my blessing. Post the tape.
Yeah, I
post it.
I got a ton of fucking not comments, tweets, I guess, by people talking about outlines and shit. Post the outlines, PPP. What's going on?
I'll tell you about the outlines, bro.
Yeah. Oh no, here we go.
Oh fuck.
Hey, you're a young guy. I'm gonna tell you, don't use Xanax and booze for a week straight.
Well,
no sense.
Yeah.
You people can get you to say the craziest things.
Yeah.
And they'll just record it, and then you go, "Oh shit, I've just been Ralphed." It's tough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's tough.
Was that your outlines explanation, Brian?
I believe it.
Yeah, fuck Thomasaw. What's his name? Thomasaw.
Thomasaw. What the fuck?
I'm a little
Thomasaw, Brian.
yeah, Thomasaw's a good one.
Thomasaw. Is that right?
He needs to use that as his name.
I forgot his name.
That's a pretty good name.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Tamba Hat. Change your name to Thomasaw.
Yes.
Join the Donga tribe.
Join the Donga. We need to bring back the Donga tribe. What are we doing?
Yo, dude, listen. Hear me out. We should get a hold of
internet people.
We got to bring it back, boys. We should just tell Tonga it's good now.
We really don't, actually.
It's good now.
You're out of your mind, Brian. Brian wants to bring Donga back? What the fuck are you on?
I'm a little fucked up, right, person? But on the second point,
all right, calm down over there.
I've got rational, and then I've got the sector. I've got the sector brain, where the brain just like, fuck it. How funny can we make this?
When is
Oh, hold on, person. Gamergate is back.
All right, Brian, enough derailing, Brian. Enough derailing, Brian. Enough derailing with you. Okay, we're moving up. We're going to actually play this clip now. Okay, let's play this clip. Grimsy, can you see this shared screen?
Starfield.
I can see it.
Okay, let's go.
Stuff and I get banned. That's lame, Andy.
Wait, who did that?
I don't know who got banned for that.
Who did that?
JJ Gloom.
I hate Kick, by the way.
I don't know who banned you.
There's a few mods in there. They were just being careful.
Andy Worski blocked me on Twitter for no reason.
Andy Worski blocks everyone on Twitter.
Yeah, he blocks everyone.
You can't even preview.
Don't matter. We're still hanging out. Fuck it.
Hold
Kick sucks.
You can't even preview where you're going. Okay, here we go.
He's begging for you guys to come back. I've seen this clip.
Whatever.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
It don't matter. Because you didn't give it enough time.
It literally looks like all their shit got repossessed. Like, what's going on?
Mix Foley Bulkin has gifted 5 subs.
Because he's going to start begging around here.
What a legend. Let's go. Don't matter. Don't matter. We're still hanging out. Fuck it.
Look at this like half-assed like shout out.
So, there we go.
Wow.
1,200? No, it's not 1,200. It's like 300.
Totally legit.
They're completely out of steam. It's been like 2 hours.
Like refreshing the viewers or whatever.
They haven't made enough money yet.
Kick has been honestly one of the greatest fucking
why are you going back
to platforms I've ever used.
Why go back to YouTube?
In a fucking long
but now you're going back to YouTube
time, guys.
I thought they had like 3,000 subscribers.
They're literally a person. Go to Andy Worski's tweets. He's literally going back to YouTube.
Yeah, I know they're going back to YouTube.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Soy Vulcan says we deserve face, buddy. Appreciate it.
Well, I think anyone can agree that YouTube is the platform to grow on. Like, none of this shit is like... All these other platforms are way harder to grow on.
Hot.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, it's all insular.
Ralph
That's
is still
why.
getting
My thing is, I like to play music.
I don't know
Yeah.
what he's doing, man.
And that immediately gets you flagged
I
now,
haven't watched
like within 2 seconds.
Surfer stream.
Yeah.
Ashton sounds
Probably
completely
at
out of
least
it.
a year.
I haven't
The
seen
boxed
stream.
one.
Surfer
people let
hasn't
me know
streamed in a
sometimes
year. Are
What
you-
he's up to.
It's insane.
You're stepping all over the forced sadness in his voice. We'll do a volume booster.
He's just sad that
This might be really loud. Brace yourself.
That
Hold
third
on,
large pizza.
play it first. Give me the sad violin sound. Just put it real low in the back.
Okay. You know what, Brian? For one, you're
That's-
right, Brian.
Yeah. That's
And for what? I'm always right, nigga.
there we go.
Turn it.
Can you put a black and white filter on?
But I don't even think he's streamed in a while.
I could do that for the stream. I can't do it for you guys.
Yeah. Do it for the stream.
I need this.
He's taking a nice big KoP sip of his Walmart brand water there.
It's Walmart brand water.
really rich guys, by the way, drinking Walmart water.
Hey, what? Hey, no, not
what the fuck are those? Are those microphones supposed to be good?
Yeah, they're shit, bro.
Yeah, they kind of don't look great.
Hold on. It's usually turns
like
black.
they're just like, oh, they look nice. They must be good. You know?
But they don't even look nice though. They look like they came out of the 50s, dude. Like,
no, they look like some shitty ass, like, you know, old school radio mics that are like.
Claiming that they bought like a fucking casino slot machine, put Ralph in our face.
Yeah, I hope they do that.
Hype me too.
I can't wait to see all this stuff that they're gonna say that they bought, but then they never show. I can't wait for that.
Squire, I'm forgetting something. Where's the TV show, the documentary Redemption? That
we were talking about. We literally were talking about that 15 minutes ago, Brian.
Fuck.
Person, what are you doing?
He's trying to get the black and white filter working. It's not. It's not working.
Yeah. Welcome to Scuffed Express.
It's not working, bro.
Dude, Grimsy, I'm telling you. Listen, chat. While you getting this ready, Resin Fine Foods macaroni salad. Go buy it.
Macaroni salad.
Fucking great, dude.
I got potato salad in my fridge right now.
I got that too, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. Wait, what kind? Hold on.
I don't know. It's some fucking dumbass. It's a Walmart brand, bro. I'm still in college. I have an excuse to be drinking Walmart water, okay?
Yeah, you get the pass. You get the pass.
Get red potato. Can't go wrong.
I mean, you're a guy in his early 20s. These are two like
I'm not even 20 yet.
Guys.
I'm not even 20 yet. I'm 19.
Dude,
oh my god!
You can literally drink. You can drink from the gutter. That's fine.
Yeah,
we didn't realize you were that young. I thought you were like 20.
No, I feel like I'm not even that old enough for fucking Gamergate, dude. I was like fucking 13 when Gamergate happened.
Oh, this is
strange. Young man.
Let's back away from this. I feel like you're fucking with me. Let's just back away.
I'm not trolling.
There we go.
Thank God. Thank God, Grimsy.
All right, let's restart here.
Is Flamenco in the chat? Fuck.
He's busy with his real life and his real problems, and you know, I don't wish him any harm. I actually hope he has a good life and he's okay. To be honest, he was a really good friend of mine for years.
Oh, okay.
It's just a shame what it had to come down to, and it's a shame he's still seething all these fucking years later. Like, it's been almost 2 years, and he's still upset about it. And I don't know.
I mean,
and it's like, well, why don't you bring him on? Why don't you do this or that? Like, you know, I can forgive, but I can't forget, you know? And I can't let somebody into my life again who's going to do me like that.
What?
The reason he was called Surfer, David Duke, is because one day...
Hold back those tears.
He was knocking doors, and...
this surfer.
When you're knocking doors, right, there's nowhere to piss or shit. So you have to get into a house and hope the customer will let you piss or shit in their house.
What the fuck is this guy saying?
We've heard this story many times, by the way. He's saying, well, we'll let him finish it and then I'll explain.
Okay. But he knocked on a door and they told him to get fucked. So he went and took a piss on the side of their house, right? So what ended up happening is the lady calls our boss and she goes, one of your agents, a drunken surfer reeking of alcohol and pot, just pissed on my house. A drunken surfer reeking of alcohol and pot just pissed on my house. So that's why he's called Drunken Surfer. I'm good.
He's literally crying.
In here?
No, not in here.
Okay.
He doesn't sound good.
Guys, by the way,
sounds like he's
I have
dying.
made a new AC. I got new parts. I leveled up a bunch of shit, and I got a few S rankings. So we're gonna do that one level that I was stuck on yesterday. Tonight, I already beat it.
Why?
Yeah, barely beat it.
Why are these guys so old?
They're not old.
Like, this
They're way
how old is Andy Worski? He seems like he's like 50.
Just as easily have been called Skater. Says how many?
37.
It could have been.
I think Andy's 35.
But that was before I even knew him. That happened.
No, he's basically we're all the same.
And then when we were coming up with, well, what's your internet name gonna be? That's what he wanted to be called. So that's
fuck you. I don't look that. I don't look as old as Andy does.
Well, it's really
I feel bad about the situation with all those guys, with Surfer,
Andy looks like Red Bar now.
Squire. It shouldn't have went down that way.
My name?
But again, with those guys like Persip, Squire, Godwinson, they couldn't understand why I would do what's best for me and continue to do the show with Andy. When it was making good money when we built it together, and why I wouldn't do the show with Adam, with Godwinson. And it's because...
Hold on a second. He built the show together with Andy.
Yeah, that was not true, though. You guys helped him build that, right?
Yeah, no, Andy didn't do shit.
Andy
and then Andy hopped on, and Andy had more clout because he was like...
Well, no, we always planned to. So the plan was... Hold on, let me turn off this violin.
Yeah, turn off. Yeah.
So... Andy was, Ashton basically was in a situation where, here, you know what? We'll play this clip, and this will kind of set the tone for what's happening. We'll leave this in black and white, too. Play this.
So here we have RJ calling the police.
I need help. I'm at 2B, 723 George Street North. I just need him gone. He's just threatening me again. He said he's moving out in the morning, but he's just threatening me again.
This is Surfer.
I just need him gone.
Who is that, though?
This is Surfer, the drunken surfer, his roommate.
Okay.
No.
The audience already knows that, but I forget Grimsy doesn't know.
What are you talking about, dude? You're wasting everyone's time.
He said he was gonna fuck me up. He came up to me right in my face.
Dude, what are you talking about? You're having a meltdown.
What do you want to do?
Dude, you're having a meltdown.
He actually hit me because I've walked out and called the police because I need him gone. I don't
What a
want to get
crybaby
to
you
that
are.
point.
You know everybody's gonna see this.
Crybaby.
Yes. I let him sleep on my couch.
I'm on the lease for the apartment.
No, you're
Call the
not.
landlord. I'm leaving in the morning, dude.
I forgot how funny this was.
What is your problem?
My name's Robert Finley.
You're such
Robert.
a little bitch. Like, for real, dude. This is sad. This is the big bad surfer.
I'm in 2B.
Calling the police. For
Buddy,
not
I don't
even
want to have a
assault.
problem with you.
Calling the
I want you out of
police?
my
Buddy,
fucking
I'm leaving
house.
in like a few hours. I'm calling my
Buddy, you
brother. I
just
would already be
threatened
out.
me?
I didn't threaten you. You were being a dick.
Buddy,
and
you
now
just
you're calling
walked
the
up into my
police.
face
What a
and
crybaby.
said you're a little
this is
bitch. What are you
Surfer's
gonna
big
do?
bad
You said you're, dude. How high are
This is
these
crazy.
people?
They're really
just
high.
on so many drugs.
They're
dude.
really
I've done
high.
nothing wrong,
Let's be
so
honest.
Good luck. My name is on the
This
lease.
is just
don't
like
care, I just
terrible
want you
garbage,
gone, so
like
you don't
trash.
threaten me again.
Just high as
That's it.
shit.
This is crazy. Like, are you really gonna send officers here to waste their time? I'm leaving
I
in the
don't want to
morning.
waste the officer's time. It's just you
Dude.
just threatened me, Ashton.
Dude, I didn't threaten you. You're
You
crazy.
Did. You
You're
stood
acting
in my
crazy.
face and threatened me with violence.
Dude, you're acting crazy.
Violence, dude.
Like,
It's
the
not
police are
alright.
gonna come here. It's gonna be a waste of their time. They're gonna say, "Sleep it off, boys. He's leaving in the morning," and that's gonna be the resolution.
Buddy,
You can't act like
I'm just
this.
trying to eat something and go to bed.
Dude,
and you
you're
just got in my
wasting
face and
everybody's
threatened me.
time. I'm leaving in the morning. Like,
Yes. Yes. I do. I can't lock the
Oh
door.
my god.
Oh, that's tough.
Canada's so cucked, dude.
Oh, buddy, go in the bedroom, close the door.
Well, as soon as I
Oh, is he gonna show the couch?
he's gonna threaten me.
Oh, he didn't.
I'm
show
not
the
gonna
couch.
do anything, dude. Like, get real.
This part. So,
What the fuck?
so after PPP gets thrown out of the house that he had with Surfer, we were there, by the way. We were friends with them for years, even before that, right?
Yeah.
That was forever ago. We were friends way
Yeah, that
before
was
that,
forever.
weren't we? We were literally
Yeah,
on the call with him before and after that, weren't we?
We were doing new Project 2 and stuff like that. And then Vickers made his website.
That's kind of incredible. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
so Ashton gets thrown out. He's in a terrible situation. He calls us one night. This is months later. So he was thrown out, what, at the end of September, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now this is like, we're passing Christmas time. He called us right around Christmas, if I remember right. He says,
Yeah, I
I
think
want to
that's
do a show. Like, I have to get out of the situation. Supposedly, we know he wasn't freezing in a cabin, but he was freezing in a cabin for a time. He did videos where he was like literally.
I'm so cold.
Yeah. So, and we could play him recounting that story to Medicare, but
Okay.
so he tells it, he's in a bad spot. We're very good friends at the time. So me and Squire say, okay, so you want our help to help you start the show. This is how we're going to do it. We even put together the names. I think Squire might have even named the show. Squire, was that your name that you came up with, Kino Casino? Andy wanted it. I remember Andy wanted it. We had picked a bunch of different names. And then
Yeah.
Andy heard Kino Casino and he wanted that name.
The casino, I like money.
I don't remember if Andy came up with it or whatever. So we were basically told, listen, I need Andy because I need somebody with clout who's grifted
Yeah.
before. So I could be taught the grifting ropes. And I need you guys to put together the content. Now, me and Squire and Brian, but me and Squire had worked a lot with like Godwinson and PPP on putting together shows, even way before this. So we said,
Yeah.
okay, bro, we could do that for you. We could come up with the concept for the show. We could put everything together. And that's basically what happened. Now, me and Squire and I had no contact with Andy Worski because we didn't want anything to do with Andy because we already knew Andy's more trouble than he's worth. Squire wants nothing to deal with like somebody who's difficult. And I'm so mentally ill that if I put myself with Andy Worski, it would not be good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
I don't talk to murderers.
I'd be getting calls all day, you know, just be out of control. So we agreed to do it, and it was really successful. Like really, really successful. We did all the shows together, and things were doing really well. Like one stream, I think they even made like $10,000 in a stream.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an insane amount of money they were making. So our deal was like, we wanted to back off from helping because it's like the time had passed now. I didn't ask for any money or anything. And Squire doesn't need anybody's money because he's independently wealthy. So it wasn't about money. It was just like, okay, our time has passed. Like, we're going to phase out.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't like that answer. And every time that we talked, he would scream to us about Andy and was very unhappy that Andy was whipping him. And he was the only one who actually prepared for the show. Andy would show up like 10 minutes before and just expected, you know, just be expected to basically to run OBS. And everything would be set up for him and it'd be ready for him to go. So, you know, the problem was for Ashton is that we were doing most of that work for him.
So now he had to actually do the work, and now he didn't want to do it.
He didn't want to do it. So he was basically telling us that, oh, I really want Godwinson to be my co-host. I really want Adam to be my co-host. It's Godwinson. I really want, you know, to do this show. I want to have you guys on board. I want to pay you guys. Now, I didn't care about money. Squire doesn't need to even care about money because Squire makes more money than God already. So, like,
it's literally a pittance.
It would literally be like Squire would wipe his ass with money. I could use it because I don't make a lot of money, but
I will literally one day I will literally burn all this money in the golden briefcase for content.
It was never about caring about the money. So what we had planned to do was our first test run for doing independent content was that if you had seen that Fegmenko stream where me, Brian, and PvP interview Fegmenko, that was basically our test run. We ran a test debate with Stardust and CWC. We ran a few test ideas. It was like a 50-50. The Fegmenko interview was big, right? We had like over 2,000 live viewers for that. So, and we made over $1,000. So I was paid half. Completely honest up front, I was paid half of the money we made on the Fegmenko stream, which was a little over $500. So after that, Ashton wanted to go on vacation to Vegas. Okay. So he went on vacation.
Yes.
And he thought he was going to be able to take the week off. Well, come to find out that Andy Worski calls him and he tells him, you have to do the show. You have to do the show and you have to prepare the show. I don't do any of that stuff and you have to do it. And he goes like, what the fuck, Andy? Now, Andy, when we did the Fegmenko show, was on vacation. Andy was on vacation to meet some online girlfriend that he had had. And when he got there, the bitch wouldn't even kiss him or even hang out with him. So he got completely cucked on this vacation.
He paid for everything and she didn't even do shit.
Supposedly he was so depressed he couldn't even talk about doing a show. So we had done everything without Andy, even though every week was basically the same for us because we never worked with Andy to begin with. So this next week, Ashton is like, I'm on vacation. When you were on vacation, we did all the work. All you have to do is like prepare the show for this week. So Andy refused and said, you have to do the show. I don't care. So then they got into a big kind of pissing match fight. And Andy said at the end of it, he would have Jesse Potawful, someone we all hate, but especially who PPP hates, replace him as co-host, and they would do a short show or something. So he lost his mind and was forced to do the show when he was on vacation. When he returned from vacation, he was so angry. He called us all like 50 times. He had to replace Andy. Yeah, he
wanted to do it Godwinson, right?
Yeah. So he contacted Godwinson. Godwinson got in contact with me, and I added him. We all got together again. Basically, I was like a middleman for that. We all got together again. We had this long talk about planning this show without Andy. Whether Ashton was still going to do the casino or not, I don't remember, but I think we were already just ready to just rip it from him because he really had no input in the show anyway. Like, he was just kind of leeching off of it. It was like free money for Andy. He should just be grateful he got free money.
He was a hindrance because he would constantly say, "Oh, we can't talk about this. We can't talk about this."
Andy wanted to, one of the major reasons we had a fallout is Andy was like obsessed with defending Fegmenko. And we couldn't figure out because they were both battered exes of Ralph. He had to keep that bridge, even though Fegmenko is like just a complete lunatic, degenerate, masturbates to images of children, all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's really like disturbed stuff. And we said to Ashton, like, there's no way. Like, we're going to bury this guy. Why would I feel bad about this? This is not a moral conundrum for me. Mm-hmm. The guy's a freak. So Andy would not allow us to. Andy literally interfered constantly with it. So this day, we get another news drop on Fegmenko about some group that he was caught in, and all the names were like pedophile names.
Yeah.
It was literally all pedo references.
It was all pedo references in this group.
And there was like less than 12 people in the
images.
Yeah, and there were pictures of children in the group chat. I mean, it was disturbed. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was fucked.
It was really fucked.
Fegmenko claims he joined it because everybody had German names. Okay, this was his excuse for why he was in this group.
Yeah. So and he thought it was like a Nazi group.
Yeah, and then Gator went around with this guy called Christorian X and basically said, it was all fake. And released doctored screenshots.
Well, what's worse, you're missing out. So Joshua Connor Moon of the Kiwi Farms interviewed Flamenco on his site.
Yes.
And it turned ugly. And Josh was convinced that he was doing something dirty. Then, so Kiwi Farmers reached out to the guy who ran the Steam group chat. And the guy was like, "Oh, yeah, we play WoW with each other. We hang out every day." And then they cleared the whole fucking chat. So you couldn't even see what was going on there anymore.
Yes.
And so it was just all deniability. And for some reason, Diorio and them saw that. And they said, "Oh, it's too dark. We don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about
Diorio. See, and this is something that actually pissed me off about your video because Diorio and Augie ran major defense for Fegmenko during the early days. They didn't take Fegmenko down. They did nothing. Salvo, major contributor to taking Fegmenko down, probably gets the credit for really landing the killing blow. And us, we fucked with. We're the first ones, and then Salvo picked it up and ended it. Diorio and Augie have nothing to do with anything. They covered for Fegmenko until the last second, and then when they figured out the jig was up, they stabbed him as hard as they could in the back. But before that, Augie went on vacation with Fegmenko? They went to go see Destiny together? Yeah, they were thick as thieves. And he had to know that he was hanging out with Fegmenko, so he knew Fegmenko was not fresh out of college.
I was about to say
Fegmenko used to lie about his age and say he was fresh like your age. He was fresh college student.
But he was like 35.
He was 35, yes. But he was pretending he was 19.
Do you remember the birthday stream?
Yes.
That was like the craziest shit ever. He was like, "I'm 22, guys," or some shit like that. It was crazy.
Apparently, he's 35. So, where was I? I went off on a little bit of a tangent there about Fegmenko. I always get mad about Fegmenko because we were basically denied putting the knife in Fegmenko because this day, because it's all linked to Fegmenko, I guess. The day that Godwinson came back was the same day as a new drop on Fegmenko. Okay. So they scheduled that stream. The same day Godwinson came back, we scheduled that stream with Andy Worski and PPP and Godwinson versus Flamenco to have him on the second time. Now, me and Squire provided a folder with literally how many things were in this folder, Squire? 100 things? 200 things? Screenshots of everything? Yeah. Pull up the mega. How much stuff is in there?
I think I still have it.
If you still have the mega, let's see how much shit is in this mega.
Well, I've added some stuff since then, but let's see.
That's various screenshots of Fragmenko in his Discord talking about fucking kids. His hentai account where he uploaded Boy Soprano himself.
You're freaking Grimsy out. He's been dead silent.
Bro, no. I'm good. I'm just
there are
listening.
72 unique items in this folder.
72 items in this folder. Okay.
Yes.
Andy fucking Worski decides he's not going to pull up anything in the folder.
No.
He's going to pretend like he doesn't know what's going on and defend Flamenco the whole time. And then, of course, it comes out in the Discord logs after that they had planned to sandbag this whole stream.
Yes.
So what happens is the stream gets sandbagged. They blame everything on Godwinson. Blame everything on him. They blame because the stream was not received well because of all the sandbagging and all the bullshit that was going on. They said they were framing Flamenco.
Well, I remember watching it because I was in the commentary community at the time.
Okay,
and I remember watching that stream. I was so gay, dude.
Before you say that, Grimsy, I have to go. I just want to say thanks, person and everybody. I do have to go.
Right. Good night.
Thanks, man. Thank you, Grimsy. Come by.
Yeah. See you, dude. I remember watching that and being like, everybody had kind of talked about all this shit, and it was like, oh, okay. I think Augie or somebody was like hyping it up on Twitter, and I watched and I was like, damn, this is fucking gay. Like, they're not saying anything. Like, this is literally just like nothing. So, like, that's what I remember getting out of it. Because, you always want to look at, especially commentary, but I guess this community too is just like the best content out of something. It was just garbage. So it was just like you can't even say anything about it because it's just these retards talking about retarded shit and covering it up, basically.
So, like, elaborate more because I'm kind of curious. There's very few people we've talked to, like outsiders who didn't see the stream that weren't familiar with the characters,
I don't know. Like, I just was kind of watching it, and I just remember it being kind of just like a fucking snooze fest of like not really going hard on him at all, and just kind of being like, because I remember like it was dumb shit. Like Flamenco would be like, "Oh, I don't remember this," and then Worski would be like, "Oh, okay." And it's like, well, you're not going to push him. You're not going to do that. Like this guy is a fucking faggot, right? And everybody knows, and there's all this evidence. And rather than actually going and going towards him and kind of like fucking with him, they just are kind of like, oh, okay, well, you don't remember it, I guess, right? That's what I remembered. I mean, it was so long ago too. I might be getting a little bit wrong, but that's just what I remember.
And they also refused to reference anything in the original stream that we did with PPP. Because Andy felt very threatened by that show me and Brian did with PPP. So they refused to use anything from that show either to pull up. I mean, Andy just refused to do anything. Because Fragmenko had already admitted to all of this stuff. So him saying no doesn't make any sense. We literally did a stream with Fragmenko where he answered yes to all of these questions. Yeah. So none of it made any fucking sense. But Adam was basically Godwinson was blamed for the whole thing. So after the stream, we had quite the blow up behind the scenes. And then we discussed like, okay, so where do we go from here? And we told PPP, if this continues like this, we'll let it go. You want to stay with Worski, whatever. Okay. Squire stopped contributing. I said I was going to stop contributing, but I didn't follow through with it. And Adam said he didn't want anything else to do with it. Mm-hmm. So those two guys stepped out. And I was basically doing like 50% of the content for the show because I couldn't do all of it. So this continued on for a few months. And we had discussed with PvP, like, this is over now. Like, if you pull this shit again, shots are going to be fired. So he was already informed that was like it. You're on your last strike, bro. You pull this shit again, we're done.
Mm-hmm.
So a few, I would say, a month later, 3 weeks to a month later.
Yeah.
They are accused by Josh Moon of scamming their pay pigs and using PowerChat. And PowerChat is an America First payment processor. Does this sound familiar to you?
Yeah.
They were using PowerChat. Andy had always used PowerChat, and they kept Andy's PowerChat. Now it's like July. It's July, so they've been using PowerChat now for 7 months on the show.
And we had told them, don't use it because it'll look bad.
It's just going to look bad. We don't really care about if it's a Fed thing or whatever. It just looks bad.
And it'll come to bite your ass. And you know what Ashton told us? He's like, well, they don't take much of a cut, and that's why Andy wants
they only took like a 5% cut or something.
It was something very small, yeah.
So this is what he tells us. And he told us all about Alti actually owning it. He knew all of this bullshit, by the way.
Yeah, he knew all this shit, by the way.
He knew all of it.
He's just saying now is like coming out.
Yes, but he knew all of this from the jump.
Yeah.
They knew Lulz owned it. They knew everything.
Worski knew
they
all
knew
these
Baked
guys.
owned it. Yeah. Worski knows all these guys personally.
Yeah.
He literally did coke for like 2 weeks with Baked Alaska every day and fucking all kinds of crazy shit. I mean, he's a liar. I'd never seen a liar like Worski. Never. So
no, he doesn't know any of these people.
They get called out by Josh Moon, and there is a meltdown behind the scenes. Okay, where every fucking day, 3 to 4 times a day, we'd get calls from PPP melting down about this PowerChat stuff. So we told them how to handle it. Either you shit on Josh for using whatever scam Russian bullshit site he uses, okay?
Yeah.
And you just shit on him, and you don't even address the PowerChat thing because it's too late. You feel like the feds are selling your PayPix information. Well, they already have it then for the last 7 months, so it doesn't matter. Or you just say, all right, we're going to drop PowerChat because it's not a good idea for us to keep it. And just switch to something else and just do it quietly. Don't make a big deal. Well, we get calls over and over again. Andy won't let us play anything of Josh because we feel like he'll be controlling a narrative. And I said, well, that's retarded. Okay.
So you won't even go after Josh Moon, even though Josh
they
Moon's going after them?
They refused to go after Josh. They were frightened. They scared
so they're cucking the content.
Oh, yeah. Well, this was every time with Worski. Anytime it came to have controversy or to call anybody out, Worski we'd get a call from Ashton saying Worski said no. And then we'd go, Worski's not supposed to be in control of any content. So what are you saying to us?
I mean, at the beginning, like way in the beginning, Worski didn't even want to talk about Ralph.
No, he refused to talk about anybody.
He's afraid to talk about.
He didn't want to talk about AF or Ralph. He wanted to play video games. That was really Andy's idea.
Andy really hates it when people make fun of him. Like, really hates it. Like, so people started making videos about him saying, "Oh, Worski's a piece of shit because he talked about this on Kino Casino." He fucking loses his mind.
Jesus, that's so gay.
It is gay. That's why we didn't want to deal with Andy to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to run like a drama show and not fucking have any drama?
Bro, it doesn't make any sense. Nothing that they've ever done has ever made any sense. And that's what we had to deal with for a year. Just dealing with this bullshit that didn't make any sense with these guys.
But now we're seeing the fruits of the labor because now this is kind of what Andy wants to basically.
Well, Andy got everything he wanted.
Plays video games.
Andy
he just makes money playing video games.
Andy literally just wanted to have PPP talking while he did speed runs. That's what he wanted to do.
That's literally what he wanted.
That's funny as fuck.
So Andy has taken this 600-pound man and like literally sat on him and forced him to do everything that he wants, and will not allow anything else.
But that's PPP's fault, right? PPP's like the bitch here. Like, they both suck, but like that is PPP's fault.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, that's why he's so angry at us, though. So what happened was they did this power chat stream, refused to listen to any advice, and then we had quite a big explosive fight about what they did. Basically, what they did was they went for about an hour and said that power chat was a Fed scam. And they had been feeding the pay pigs information to the feds, and that everybody could potentially be doxxed in the future. This is what they're telling the audience.
The ones that donate to
having
them
a meltdown
service.
and having a meltdown and crying and saying they didn't know anything and they don't know what's going on. They didn't know any of this information. They didn't know Baked owned a piece of it.
And then Worski spent 30 minutes explaining to the chat how they didn't get fucked and that their information was safe.
Right. So,
but
it's
now
completely
it's
schizophrenic.
anyone who uses power chat is fucked. It's like, well, you guys were explaining to your chat for an hour how they weren't fucked. So it's
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
So after the stream, I had a very explosive fight with PPP. In which he insulted me a few times. I insulted him a few times. Anyway, it was ugly. So then the next morning, I don't remember. I think I tweeted something at Worski that was you're a piece of shit or something. So Worski comes back with a reply about very specific things about my personal life that he couldn't possibly know unless he was told by a fat fuck who knows about things about my personal life, everything.
Yeah.
So now I found out that Ashton is this just huge snake, right? So we were all talking, and Godwinson made an amazing video that was called "The Fall of the Kino Casino," and amazing video. It was basically our Order 66. We told him, we're going to give you an option. Okay. If you pull this shit again, there will be retribution. Okay. Retribution. There'll be shots fired. Okay. You have an opportunity. You could stop being Worski's bitch and you could get out. It'll be offered to you and you could take it. 2, you could grift off of it if you really want, and we'll just turn it into content and we'll have fun, going at each other. Okay, those were the 2. Or 3, you could just be a total bitch and, act really hurt that this is going to happen. So he picked option 3. He was devastated. He said he didn't do anything to us and he didn't understand why we were angry. And then he proceeds to dox all of Godwinson's information. And then, and then has a stream with Jim in which he talked about Godwinson's personal life and cries that he was in a freezing cabin and he was almost homeless and he was never going back to that life. And that any anti-grifter stance he used to have is gone and he's a different person now. So Daddy Jim, in all of his wisdom, cleans it up for the casino and says, you know what, guys? You're good. You could keep going. So they got
Jim literally swept it up.
He saved them. He completely saved them from oblivion. Okay, he swept it up for them because he needed a useful agent against Josh. I mean, not against Ralph. Excuse me, Josh. Against Ralph because for whatever reason Jim wants to destroy Ralph now for the last year and a half. So, we had a very ugly fallout from that. So eventually, he cried to me enough where I was like, all right, man, I forgive you. You know what? We both did. I guess we both did fucked up things to each other. So, let's let bygones be bygones and let's do it. So then after Andy, and then we reconciled after Andy Worski was knocked out in 15 seconds in the ring with that whole boxing thing that they had promoted as Andy was going to be.
See that
Andy was going to be the greatest warrior ever, and he was going to do this professionally. as a side gig to the casino and use it to promote.
He was so wasted. He was so wasted. They had to fucking wheelchair him to the fucking venue. He was so fucking wasted. And he didn't train at all. He was lying. That was like 100% all a lie. He didn't do any training. All those like videos he shot was just like the one day he was at
yeah, well, there was no training. He used to tell his big excuse why he couldn't contribute anything at all or even show up like before the show was because he was training for this boxing match where he got not
doing shit.
Yeah, he was just not doing anything.
No, he was just getting very high on coke.
So yeah, well, they get completely fucked up on this trip, and Andy gets knocked out in 15 seconds in complete humiliation. Complete, absolute humiliation. Andy does not even throw a punch. He goes down to the first, to the first hit. He was already down. So it's like this giant humiliation, right? So Andy is so mind broken from this. He refuses to stream for like 2 months. Okay.
He had to get committed. He literally had to get fucking because he wanted to like kill himself.
Literally so buck broken. Andy refuses to stream for 2 months. Now, of course, somebody's crying to me in the background about all this, but we won't go into that. So then Andy, they resume streaming. Godwinson comes back and just obliterates them again. So Andy is so disturbed by Godwinson shitting on them that he's literally doing coke and drinking himself into oblivion. Like, literally, like, you think Ralph is bad when he's fucked up. Andy couldn't even, like, string together words.
Jesus.
So it was like Andy mumbling and rocking back and forth, and then every once in a while he'd, like, lean over for, like, 20 seconds to snort coke, clearly, but he said he was drinking box wine, I guess. So
yeah, that's where the box wine shit comes from.
Yeah, so the box wine
stuff. Because you need to like lean into your table when you're drinking box wine. You need to, like lean right into like your table. And just,
So after this, I get a phone call from PPP, and he's basically like, Andy is an addict and he's out of control, and I need to be bailed out of this. I can't do this anymore. So then he starts the Fire Andy Worski arc. And I say, all right, Ashton, if you're serious about this, I'll do a show with you and we'll do it together. And of course, Squire and Brian, they were all like, fuck no. Like, we don't trust him at all. So,
which is what you should have done too.
Well, yeah, I should have done that too. But he was crying to me, and we have been friends for a really long time. We have been friends for like almost 3 years at this point. So, I said, all right, I'll do the show with you. So he grifts all week, hyping up this firing and takedown of Andy Worski. So unfortunately, we're planning a big show on Friday at the end of the week. So unfortunately, during that week, I get into a really bad accident. My car is totaled. And I was kind of a little like, I had a lot of things going on. And I was also a little banged up from the accident. So I didn't have a tremendous amount of time to put together this show that we were going to do together. So I'm told that, and I had a whole plan for the show, but the day of, he tells me, we can't say anything negative about Andy. I don't want to say anything negative about Andy. Okay. So I'm like, oh, fuck. And then he describes to me this whole story about, they've talked about it live. He took Andy out for ice cream and he told him that Andy's got to get help and stuff. All this crazy fucking bullshit that he's feeding me. Of course, I'm skeptical. So I brought in Squire to be there to at least witness what was going on, because now, like, the antennas are up, like, okay, you're going to try to fuck me over here. I know you're going to try to fuck me over here, but I'm too loyal to bail. So let's do the show together. So we do the show, and I prepared like this great montage of the whole arc of Andy getting fucked up and the boxing, Andy getting fucked up, everybody talking about Andy being on coke and all this stuff. And we go in, and we're met with me with the stone face on and Ashton with this stone face on, and he opens up and he says, why don't we just play it? Do you think that stream still exists, Squire? Can I find that stream someplace?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Chat was like, you need to drop the DMs. You need to drop everything on this dude. Like, you just have to drop fucking everything.
Yeah, I know chat wants the DMs. I'm not dropping DMs. But
why?
Because I don't know. Because I promised I would.
But think about it though. You promised you wouldn't, but PPP is like this piece of shit who fucked you over.
Yeah, but
for all
I'm
this
not a piece of
time.
shit. That's the difference between us.
But it'd be content. That's
It'd be content. Well, here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it for you.
All right.
A fool like this. I won't be made a fool of like that in public, so that Ralph can post on Twitter. Kokeski's.
So this is what he said before we did the stream, and then you're gonna see what he's gonna say right after this.
Back on the blow. Why? Because Godwinson shit talked you? The chat called you Tardski? The chat says an awful lot of mean things about you. Hear me fucking spiraling at Job the Nub out of fucking nowhere? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kino Casino number 35! It's the Halloween
The Arab-looking gentleman is me.
special.
Yeah.
The whole world is buzzing. The whole sector is talking about the firing of Andy Worski. And we're all going to get into it in a minute here. Is it kayfabe? Is it real? What the fuck is going on? Why isn't Worski here right now?
Andy's gone.
Why am I being joined by my new co-host, Job the Nub?
He won't even say who I am. He's going to pretend like he doesn't even know who I am.
Huge promotion. Last week, just a mere chatter causing Worski to rage. This week, co-host on the show, Job the Nub.
Job the Nub.
There is a Groiper
Or
civil
eternally
war
living in the
effect.
past. Well,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're doing a lore drop. I didn't plan on doing this one.
The federal handler, the point man, against Laura Loomer, the Zionist Jew, endorsed.
Bro, you have to snipe this fat fuck.
Co-host.
Come on.
I've hired
you
a
have
gay
to do
Jew
it,
as
bro.
the new co-host. Again,
All right, where does he go into Andy's Not Pixels on the stream?
It's okay. Forward is a decision that we came to together mutually. It's not a decision that I just made. Oh, I'm fucking firing Andy. Fuck Andy. He's a piece
I'm already a gay. Why a gay Jew is.
It's not to felt Andy or run Andy down or to any of that shit.
This is going to be his epic speech about Andy. After all week shitting on Andy and grifting on shitting on Andy and all this stuff, this is what he's going to do.
I actually do consider Andy a friend. He's still my friend. I had dinner with him this week. We went bowling this week. And the decision about Andy being on this show and going forward is a decision that we came to together mutually. It's not a decision that I just made. Oh, I'm fucking firing Andy. Fuck Andy. He's a piece of shit. And I just want to point out to people that for most of you, including Godwinson, including my co-host Job the Nub, and all of you in chat, Andy is just pixels on a screen. You guys have never talked to him. You've never interacted with him in real life. You've never had a beer with him. You've never had any sort of relationship with him that's real. That wasn't just parasocial or some bullshit like that.
No.
I actually do care about Andy, and I want Andy to do well. And this is actually about Andy's well-being and about him being well. Because the reality of it is, folks, is that Andy has a fucking problem. And it's no secret to anybody that Andy's has an addictive personality, that he's had issues with cocaine in the past, issues with a lot of substances in the past. That's just the facts. That's just the way it is. And, Andy was doing, I thought, a lot better this year, leading up to the Salt Poppy fight. He really did cut back on drinking. There was, of course, we did the Super Show before the fight. Maybe wasn't the smartest decision, but that was a show.
I forgot how much bullshit he talked.
This is like all bullshit.
This is complete bullshit,
and we're having a really good time. There's a difference between that and getting on a substance to deal with trauma or issues or pain. And after the fight, Andy has admitted this publicly. He's been very embarrassed and humiliated by the loss to Salt Poppy. He said this week that it's going to probably haunt him till the day that he dies. He's come to me privately and said, listen, Ashton, since that fight, I've been drinking almost every day. And, he said that he was managing it, but in the last 3 weeks since we brought back the show, he's been under a lot of stress. People are very negative to Andy, that, constantly shitting on Andy.
Yeah, Andy developed a problem in 3 weeks.
He's fucking terrible. He should kill himself.
Yes, he should.
He's just a fucking monkey. He deserves to die. He's an addict. Bringing up every past controversy, every past thing in his life, bringing up fucking the fight over and over and over again. And so Andy,
the audience. Wait, I just have a question though.
To fucking cope with
How many cards do you guys have that you aren't playing on PPP? How much shit do you have for real that you haven't laid out yet that could fuck him?
I'll let Squire answer that.
Is it a lot?
Squire, what do you think? Squire gone. Squire's eating or something.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Squire usually disappears periodically to eat. So, not. It's more. I would be, to be completely honest, definitely enough to bury him.
Then why not though?
Because I don't know, bro. I called this guy my best friend for years. So who am I to release that kind of information? You know what I mean?
I guess so.
I just would find the whole thing, I always preach the gospel of no snakes. No snitches. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit forever as far as snaking goes. So I never ever believed in being a snake. And I wasn't collecting information on him to frame him later for when we were really good friends. So I'm not going to use that for that now. It's unimportant. The reality is that we could crush him without ever leaking any private information that I have on him. I don't need to use that private information. I literally built that show. I know all of the weaknesses and strengths it has. I know all of his strengths and weaknesses. I know all of Andy's strengths and weaknesses. It wouldn't be that hard to just take them out, which is what's going to happen now. Because he pushed it a little too far by threatening my docs 5 times after my father died when he knew I couldn't respond. So he pushed it to that level. He looks like, I don't even know, he looks like a 70-year-old woman in this stream, doesn't he? He looks like little old grandma or something. But
dude, I mean, this is the thing though, is I just don't understand, because I mean, I understand you don't want to snake or whatever, but he already snaked you, right? I mean, he's trying to fuck you over. I mean, he has been for years, right?
Yeah. Well, he's really mad right now. Why he's really mad is because I'm a co-host on Ralph's show. And he tried to set it up with Andy Worski. I could probably play some clips if I have clips open here. Let's see. I would have to share with you guys in a weird way, but let's try it. Let's see.
I mean, just the way I see it too is I guess I'm not as much of a moral guy as I used to be anymore. I mean, I don't like to snake people or anything, and I don't believe in that shit. But at the same time, you gotta realize too that the thing about morals is you can only have them for so long, right? If you have these morals towards PPP because he was a good friend, or he was, I mean, if we're gonna be honest too, I don't think he was ever a good friend, right? I mean, you just did all the work for him. I mean, he essentially made you his bitch. And then, as soon as this happens, he's fucking you over still, Like, I'm not saying that to be a dick or anything. I mean, that's just what it comes off.
Yeah, but let's say he did use me. I let myself be used because I was having fun doing the show. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it like I was a slave. You know what I mean? I mean, you have to just accept it for what it is. I was doing that show, and I was fine with that.
I just wanted some good content to watch.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically
fair
what
enough.
we did. You know, we weren't doing it to become streamers or any kind of bullshit like that. I mean, that was kind of a side effect of what happened. That wasn't on purpose. All right, let's see if I could share this with you guys. You've returned, Squire. I was vamping.
Yeah, I was pulled a little too deep into the vault and overloaded my internet, buddy.
Okay. All right, let's play this. Tell me if you could hear it, Grimsy.
I can see it for sure.
What was the Warski Fire Warski? So what we did was it was like, okay, guys, let's show you what the Persip version of the show would be. And then they're like, oh yeah, bring back Andy. That's what the idea was.
Me and Ashton actually had dinner.
Yeah, we like planned the whole thing out.
I think it's doubling
barbecue. Yeah. And like he was like, let's just sit there. He's like, just watch. And it was like actually a fucking utter destruction, wasn't it?
And I even tried with Percival. I was trying to carry it, but the guy is just fucking brutal. He's brutal, man. There's just like no chemistry at all.
He's
threatening
really bad.
Rosie. Well, of course, fuck him.
So that's what he said about me. That's what he said about me. Okay, this is his, Then he says, well, you're going to watch in this clip that we're forgiven for snaking him. But, all right, let's go back to what we were originally on. Because we were doing a big recap of, like, everything, I guess. Second here. All right. Where was that stream? The kick stream. Okay. So, I got to change what I'm sharing with you guys real quick. Okay. So he said all that shit that I was terrible and I couldn't do a show and whatever. So he was really pissed off that Ralph said I was great and he wants me as his co-host. I'm so good that he just wants to keep me as his co-host permanent. So he was very angry about that. And this is one of his many rants. There were like 50 rants. I missed a lot of them because I was sort of busy because my father had just died. So I was a little busy, So I missed a lot of them, and unfortunately, I don't have timestamps for all the time he was talking shit during that time period. But after he found out that Ralph announced me as his co-host, he freaked the fuck out. But see, so we've explained how Andy did not build the show with him. Andy has nothing to do with anything. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, he's going to be making a response for 2 fucking years, and by then it'll be over. Nobody will give a shit.
We could just dox all the pay pigs.
I mean, yeah, you can always do that.
I really want to dox all the pay pigs because
well, I don't want to dox all the pay pigs, but
I
do want to. I just, you know what? If he really wants to go to war, we could go to war. Things can get real nasty. He doesn't think we can immediately steal.
Like doxing all the pay pigs.
Well, Grimsy, it's already started. All the seeds are planted. You think?
Yes, so you just have to rip that shit out.
Grimsy, you think Jaden is going to stay loyal to these fucks?
I don't know.
Do you think he will? What do you think is going to happen? Or do you think Jaden is going to be on the
honestly don't know their
show?
relationship too well.
I don't know. What do you think about that, Squire?
It's not looking good, buddy.
Do you think Jaden will be loyal?
Think about it this way: is it more likely that Jaden will be loyal if you show the world, or you show the sector, or whatever, how much of a piece of fucking shit he is to his own friends, right?
Well, he is a piece of shit, yeah.
Exactly, but you have all the receipts, right?
Yeah.
And if you release those, then I think it's more likely Jaden will be like, oh shit, they're going to do this to me too.
Well, Brian released his receipts. I don't know. I'm just not interested in releasing the receipts.
Come on. For at least for the content. You can
I don't.
do it.
A lot of it. Don't forget, a lot of this stuff happened in calls. I don't really think there's anything that great in the DMs personally. I mean, I could prove everything I'm saying, but why would I? See, my problem is I'm mentally ill, bro. If I give my word on something, okay, I'm just going to be straight. I am mentally ill when it comes to this. If I give you my word that I will not do something or I will do something, I have to follow through with that or else it'll literally kill me. So...
Dude, send me the DMs and I'll do
yeah,
that's what we'll do.
Hey,
I'll
like
literally do that.
There you go.
In a video, in a 5 to 10 minute video, everyone will be able to see it.
Oh my god, there's so many DMs.
Super easy. Yeah, we'll pick out the worst ones and make them look like a piece of shit.
And you know what? I'll give Grimsy all the pay pick doxes, then he can dox.
I'll dox all the pay picks.
I have them. Don't test me. Don't test me, Ashton. I have them all.
Well, it's true. I'm not threatening nothing. I don't have any interest in doxing pay pigs. But there are consequences to threatening to dox your former best friend, bro. So just, things that are not in my control.
I just like holding things over his head because it's funny.
Just here's the plan, all right? I'm at some point am for sure gonna make a PPP video, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna need some new shit.
I don't care how bad or good it is, or too much, not enough, whatever.
Well, supposedly, now here's something that might be juicy that I've been told exists, but I haven't been able to get my hands on it yet. So apparently, during this moving period now, Worski has been sending people like voice chats
of them drunk and fucked up and shit. Yeah.
So that's what I'd like to get my hands on. So if anybody has access to that, please send it to me or Chris.
Attention, Worski pay pigs. I will delete the docs file if you send us this audio. I will delete it if the Worski pay pigs deliver. This is your one chance to be redeemed, Worski pay pigs.
Yes. If you'd like to redeem yourself.
Yes. I will expunge the record. I will expunge it.
Squire. All right, here we go.
Oh, I got some exclusives. Hang on.
Oh, Jesus.
Send me the good shit. We'll do it.
I'm sending you some
well,
good
let's
shit.
not do this now.
Originally offered
What do you
Kino
mean?
Casino to Godwin's.
Just send it to me privately. I got you.
Yeah. Hang on,
I'm not sending any DMs.
I'm not sending DMs. You'll see.
Fuck, I have to add you as a friend.
Oh, boy.
Oh, all right, add me. Oh, wait, am I not? Oh, shit. Hang on. I'll have to add you, I think.
Are you seriously doing this live?
Why not?
All right, well, we'll let Ashton go into his thing.
There, I sent you a friend.
I got you.
Okay. Here.
Before I came to Andy, and he told me no. But then 6 months in, when it's a big success and we have all these viewers and all this money, then he comes to me and asks me to snake Andy when Andy had helped me so much and had been such a big part of the program. And also for two, because some people are like, well, they were your friends for years. You should have been loyal to them and snaked Andy. At the same time, I knew Godwinson would not follow through on what he promised. He wouldn't do the show.
Right.
I know that he would have just, once I snaked Andy, he would have done 1 or 2 shows. He would have got bored. Then I would have been left with my dick in my hand. And so, fuck them. And they don't get to tell me what to do. I'm sorry, just because you were my online friends, which, as you can see, what that fucking turned out to be, doesn't mean you get to decide my business, what I do for money, who's going to host this show. Just because you sent me some clips over a course of 6 months.
I mean, you work well together, too.
Yeah, that's the thing. So they're still upset about that. And I don't know how to help them. You guys have done every single thing you possibly could do to ruin me in that span of time. I still forgive you.
This fat fuck. I've done everything that I could do to ruin him. Okay? I have people screaming at me, why won't you drop the fucking receipts on this guy? For a year now. Why won't you drop receipts? Why won't you do this? Why won't you do that? And this fat fuck is telling his audience that I've done all of these horrible... Just listen. He tell you all of these horrible things to him.
I still don't hold anything against you. I'm not seething about it. I'm not resentful about it.
You offered to pay his fucking rent.
I offered to pay Surfer's rent at one point when I thought he was going to be homeless.
I told him that was retarded. I was like, he made up all these lies about Ashton, like all this bullshit, personal information.
I just don't know what to do.
God bless Ashton for having to be able to forgive that. That's crazy, dude.
But
there's no such thing as online friends. Very true. Me and Ashton are actually IRL friends. We hang out. We do stuff together.
But the reality is there's no such thing as friends anyway. Unfortunately, when this internet stuff comes into it, me and Surfer were good friends for years and years.
Very tough.
Once the internet comes into it and there's an audience and you feel like you have to play to that audience and feel like you have to be a big man and who's going to be the star and who's going to be this and that.
To each other, though. Right, Ashton?
Yeah.
I think me and you are very loyal to each other. we have each other's backs. But you know what? To find that online is impossible. It literally is impossible.
Well, listen, David Duke, I didn't try and ruin Andy. I was disappointed at the time, although Andy wasn't on coke. He was fucking shittered.
He wasn't on coke.
And it was impacting the shows because Andy got blacked out. But it's fine. At the end of the day, it wasn't that big of a deal. Why I fucking freaked out about it is because I didn't want to give Godwinson a win. It bothered me a lot that Godwinson was going to try and claim a W over that, so I was pissed off. And that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
But then we figured it out behind the scenes. Everything was fine. RepairBot has subscribed for 2 months.
The thing is, a lot of people, they'll backstab each other and then it's over and da-da-da. Me and him went for dinner and we fucking figured it out. And we actually set up Persip, that retard.
Well, Persip knew what the plan was. That's what's so retarded. He knew that he was a part of that plan.
Hey, look at that, by the way.
I knew that I was part of that plan.
There. Heavy legs, nice
I did know, which is why I got Squire involved.
High energy.
I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't stab me in the back yet again.
Now we got a charged sword and a plasma gun, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna do that hard level that I wasn't beating on the last time. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that's fine. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about that stuff.
Oh, look at this, Ashton.
I don't have any beef with those guys.
Rank, S-A-A.
But even Brian thinks I got his payment processing pulled. I didn't get his payment processing pulled.
They did get his payment price. They literally say that they did. They literally say they were flagging it live. Now he's telling the audience they didn't do it.
Do you even know his channel?
It's pathological, bro. I actually feel bad for him.
It might be still Exceptional Detective, but I don't watch his streams. I don't really care. The only thing that bothers me about him and Persip are that they're working for Ralph, and I think that's really pathetic.
It burns your ass,
after all the things Ralph said and did to especially Brian over the years, to then go and suck his crease and shit. I don't say that in a disparaging, that's just my factual assessment of it. I think it's kind of pathetic that they're doing it for crumbs of clout. But honestly, I don't have a problem with these guys. They can do whatever they want, but they want to insert themselves into my business over and over and over again because they're jilted ex-lovers. And there's nothing I can do. The only thing that they'll be happy with is if I bring them back in as full-fledged capos and have them on the show and guest spots and this, and I can't do that because they're snakes. So I can forgive them. I don't want to talk shit about them.
Squire.
I wish it could just be amicable.
Complete delusion.
But it can't be because Persip is upset about Adam still. Like, and Brian is upset about God fucking knows what. But he leaked my DMs and he drew first blood. And then from there, it's like, okay, I'm responding to what you're doing, Brian. If you just fuck off and leave me alone, I wouldn't be coming after you, Brian. So that's... It is what it is.
What? Of course this is delusional anyway. Well, I don't even know what this guy is even talking about. It really just makes me feel bad. When I have to listen to this shit, you have to understand, when I have to listen to this, I just think like he's severely, I see a 600-pound man who's like severely mentally ill, who just can only lie. It's just really sad to me. Are we still in a call? Am I alone here?
No. Yes, you're all alone.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was sending some stuff to...
Yeah, I know you guys are doing shit in the background.
I sent him probably one of my most favorite things that Ashton ever said in one of our group chats.
Squire. You know I look down upon that.
It's not that bad. Well, I don't know, it's pretty bad.
I'm just gonna say, based on what I would just said, I think that PPP is gay. That's
you
all
think
I'm
he's
gonna
gay,
say.
huh?
I think it's very possible that he's a homosexual.
He gay.
What is it?
What'd
you send him? What did you send him, Squire? For
I think
God's
I know
sakes.
exactly what it was.
I sent it to you on Discord.
I had to say that.
Fuck, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing.
Well, I agree with this statement. Flamenco must be stopped for the sake of children.
Yeah,
that was my own link.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Is that you, Persip? Is that you?
That's Brian.
Damn,
Brian.
he's 100% gay. Oh no.
I had forgotten about that, but then I remembered. Oh shit. That's right, he did do that.
Well, if you actually look, you could actually see that picture in the back of the streams he did with Surfer. You could actually see that picture.
You can actually see it in the background.
Yes.
He had it like framed and shit.
Is it Rudy? No. I don't know who Rudy is.
It's Brian. That's a picture of Brian.
It's a picture of Brian.
It's a picture of Brian and PPP saying about how gay he is, basically.
Yes. He gay.
Anyway, this is what I have to go soon because I do have college.
Well, we got to wrap. We got to wrap too.
But this is what you got to do, okay? This is what you got to do. You got to fucking kill him, dude. You got to go full blown. You got to just fucking kill him.
Let's then the
you have all this information on PPP, right? I mean, what are your streams mainly about PPP?
No, not actually. Not
kill
usually.
him. Kill him and get new content and kill him and kill him off and get him the fuck out of here.
I want to get back on the Stu Peters train because Ralph fucking is now.
I love Stu.
I want to do the Stu stuff, man.
Well, we're gonna do Stu stuff. That's already in the pipeline.
This guy is like, you know Alex Jones, right?
Of course, yeah.
Stu Peters is basically what Alex Jones would be if Alex Jones was a character in like a GTA game. Like for real,
Christ.
like it's just so over the top and retarded. It's amazing.
Jesus Christ!
He's like selling like bucket food and like shady phone numbers that it's just a phone number and you call it and you get like gold. Like it's like what the fuck?
Jesus Christ! Here's the plan. One last ride.
Yeah.
I'll be your PPP. You guys make me a fucking folder. You send me a fucking folder, and I'll make a video. And we'll rape him, okay? Not in a gay way. We'll destroy, we'll rock his shit, and, if it goes over well, it goes over well. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but either way, we're gonna try to kill him, okay?
Well,
and
I have a plan, bro. But the plan is for me alone. Maybe Squire knows it, but I have a plan on what we're gonna do. You know,
don't make it take too long.
I'm not gonna you know what I mean? I'm not gonna just broadcast what I plan to do.
We're gonna dock the pay pigs.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Squire. Why does it always have to be doxing with you?
Why don't you say goodnight to your pay pigs?
This is gonna be a true. I think it's time for a content war. Is what we need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do it.
Ooh,
Why not?
I like
do
that.
Content war. Let's see who could really put their money where their mouth is. That's what I plan to do.
You have to do it.
That'll be much more exciting for the audience too.
Yeah, I think the audience deserves some content.
Person wants to do it in the gay way.
I got to get out of here.
Yeah. All right, man.
Good luck with everything. I might come on another stream. Just kill this guy because he's a fat faggot. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
Take it easy. I sent him some good. I sent him the high quality pictures of Ashton passed out on his shitty couch.
Oh, you sent him the high quality.
I sent him those aren't even out. Like I don't think those are out.
They probably aren't out. The high quality version. It's screen caps from Surfer's stream, right?
Yeah. So this.
Oh yeah, we do have the originals of those. That's a good thing to.
The high quality, and some of them I don't think Surfer's even shown. So.
No, I don't think so.
So, and then I had to send him the Bri thing because that was amazing. When he first said that, I'm like, that's kind of gay, dude. Why would you do that?
Some kind of bizarre joke.
Well, he made up some weird excuse where he's like, well, Surfer has this like $10,000 photo printer.
Yeah, he does. It was a test out for the photo printer, I think is what he said. Yeah.
Oh, Grimsy wants me to dox the pay pigs. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to, but I also kind of want to, like,
Well,
hold it over his head that I could just dox him at any moment.
Well, you know how I feel about that, Squire.
I can dox the first name. Should I dox one of their first names?
No,
I won't say which pay pig.
What are you doing?
You know how many Jacks there are? You know how many Jacks there are? You know how many Josephs there are? There's so many.
Oh, Squire.
Oh, no. Oops. Fuck. Lots of J names. Very, very curious.
I sent Baked Alaska pictures of the toilet after PPP sat on it.
What?
What, Surfer?
Oh, no.
What did you do? All right, let's go back into this. This was supposed to be like an informative stream, but
this was supposed to be like a recap. We didn't even show anything.
Always felt it. Subscribe for 2 months.
Let's go.
This is the rest of the show, by the way. This
well,
what
here,
he built
Wagner.
with
That's
Andy.
the thing is like Surfer is kind of a funny character as like a side character. What? Like when he comes in and he has a bit or two, or he tells a story, it can be fine. Like when he just starts telling,
Surfer isn't the main character. I'm the main character. Surfer is my sidekick character that comes in and says a few ad libs and then walks off the stage. And Ashton's fine. He's the main character. Nobody else can be the main character.
telling a million stories from high school and shit that's completely irrelevant to what I'm doing. There's the problem. Why Surfer was good is because we were real friends, and you could see the real chemistry between me and him that we had developed at the call center and knocking doors and this and that. And most people don't have that online. They're not really friends. We were really friends, and that's why it worked. I wish it could have kept going. I wish he was here doing the show with me now. But, you know, he made his choices. Yeah, of course we wanted him as third chair. And you've seen what that's like when me and
they wanted Surfer as third chair.
I would love to have him as a third chair. He was like great. But like the amount of lies and backstabbery towards you was like unbelievable. It was way too much.
What?
Yeah.
It was way too much like backstabbery.
I mean, Riff Rider, I still swear by using like water filters on.
Andy broke PPP and Surfer up, basically, is what he's admitting to there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Honestly, like drinking bottled water is still not going to be the best for you. But I think that a reverse osmosis system is best, which I never actually sold. If it was an RO system.
Look at that. Flavor Town says the Andy visit streams were Kino and made me like Andy again.
Well, he's saying there's no real internet. There's no real friends when it comes to the internet. You know he's talking about Worski too, right? I mean, it's so obvious. But Worski's retarded that he doesn't even pick up on that kind of like that side dig, you know? He doesn't pick up on it at all because he's retarded. He doesn't get any of that.
That was a big renaissance for me, by the way.
Huh?
The Andy visit streams?
Yeah.
Like those were like a big part of people like liking me. You thrilled me, remember? It was like that crazy.
Well, that was the whole idea was it's like, okay, let's bring Andy here. Everybody on this side, at least me and Surfer and Goblin's side, hated Andy, but let's press Andy about all the shit that happened. And we did. I did press Andy, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, the answers he gave me I thought were good enough. And you know,
that's true.
Everybody liked those shows. Everybody thought they were really fun. And you know,
the opening stream
a
where
very
you had me
true
tied
chat.
up to a chair.
The chair. You came up with that idea.
Unfortunately,
that was a really good idea.
Yeah.
And you know that level of energy and that level of fun could have.
The audio balance is so off on these new streams. They really got to fix that, Squire. It's like fucking me up. You think they'll ever fix that or no?
No, Andy doesn't know how to do anything.
I was so distracted by the audio balance, I even forget what I was going to say.
Continued, but you know, RJ, like just as we were starting to break through and become big, decided that he was the main character, that he was like my
so
father,
angry,
as he would say, and it was just weird. And there was like some sort of weird dynamic at play there. I don't understand. It was very strange.
Yes, it was very strange.
You know, he felt like personally offended. So.
Okay, we're now at the hard part.
Did you play Xenogears for PS1, Andy?
I've never played it. No, never tried it.
I never played it either.
Oh, there's a third guy I think that pops up.
Can you imagine never playing Xenogears on the PS1? Andy's our age, isn't he?
I don't know. He looks like he's 50, bro.
He never played Xenogears on the PS1? Is it Andy say like he's like played all of these video games and like he's super literate as far as like, you know, like classic games of the 90s and he's never played Xenogears?
Tough.
Have you ever played Xenogears?
Huh? I don't play video games, buddy.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, if you haven't played it, that's a game that like you have to play. That's crazy.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, that new sword I have is.
And the thing is, like, even a month after the fallout and I left and everything, I called RJ and I tried to make amends with him.
I'll try it real quick.
And I said, like, what do you want? Like, is there anything I can do? Like, how can we make this better?
Squire plays the stock market.
And he just told me to kill myself.
This is the hard part. This is where I was stuck on yesterday, by the way, guys. But I have the new mech.
And so, like, when he told me, like, and I was basically pleading with him, I'm like, RJ, like, why? Like, you know, you don't have to do this to me. Why are you doing this to me? And he's just like, kill yourself, buddy. You fucking faggot. And that's what he said to me. And I was at a really low point, and he just told me I should kill myself.
What a
And then he went and leaked the phone call and, like, told everybody, oh, PPP is going to kill him. This bullshit.
Are you kidding me?
That's what he did. And even after that, I offered to pay his fucking rent
about
and reconcile with him. And he still spits in my face.
Oh,
and it's just like, what? What can you do?
Got 3 snipers plus this guy on me. I gotta. Okay, yeah, I have to start with the actual guys who are on.
Oh my
And
god!
I've apologized to him on no less than
This
3
gameplay
different
is trash.
occasions.
This is like Andy is
down.
so bad, and
I can't
literally
change what
like
happened.
Squire will like people will send me the Kino Casino, and I will put it on, and I will immediately within 5 minutes fall asleep. So I'm like almost lulling myself into somnolence, but I was actually engaged with them seething, but I can't take any more. So, where were we, Squire? Do we want to cover anything else? Did we ever get to where Medicare was screaming about me and Brian?
No, fuck Jim. Who gives a fuck about Jim?
All right, Jim, you're irrelevant.
Ralph versus the casino. I need to play that.
Oh, you're right. Do you have a link to that for me?
I do not, unfortunately.
All right, hold on a second.
I'm sending Grimsy all my blackmail folder.
Oh my god.
Well, not all of it. Yeah, just the funny shit.
Okay. Yeah, we do have to play that. You are correct.
Like,
to only find fucking Cog? What?
No, not Cog. Fucking hell.
Easton Ralph belted? No, we're not going to play their clips of it. They're going to cut out the whole fucking segment.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the part where Ralph's like, let's bring Persephone. No!
Yeah, where am I going to find this, though?
Oh, shit. I got to send Grimsy this. This isn't an Ashton thing, but it's...
Oh, you know what? I could find it on Ralph's channel, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Did he stream it?
I think he did. Got it.
What the fuck?
Thank you, Ralph. All right, Ralph.
This amazing picture. Let me...
Look, do you guys want to just sell this right now or no? I'll just, because chat's Spurgeon, do we just do it?
I'm not fucking giving Ralph anything.
We tried. We
Well,
tried.
you don't have, no, I'm not saying to give him anything. I'm saying, do you want to argue it right now? Or
No.
okay.
No, we don't want to do anything.
He's a liar. Everything he says is a lying sack of shit.
I have nothing to fucking offer. He is a fucking scumbag. He's a piece of shit. He lied about it. If you want to talk to him, that's your prerogative. But all this guy can do is lie, 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 lie. He lied about the fucking board member. He lied about Nick taking a cut, didn't take a cut. The story keeps changing. And why is he so desperate to sweep it up?
the story is changing. Someone needs to fucking answer for this shit.
Every fucking day.
We've tried talking to them.
Jaden looks so odd with the beard.
Oh, you're scared. No.
Just keep it babyface, Jaden.
Whenever and then he unblocks us and goes, "Why am I blocked?" And then we try talking to him, and he has us muted.
Right? Doesn't the beard look like he's?
Yells over.
Doesn't Jaden's beard kind of look like? I don't know. It just looks almost like it's drawn on or something. It just looks odd to me.
He lied. Interest in talking to pedophiles like Ethan Ralph.
But he
jerked off to a
I think
after he had her on the show. Let's be real. Ralph was also gay. He was fucking gay with that black.
Just get to the part when Ralph gets on. Who gives a fuck?
He's a
about
homosexual.
Well,
he's a liar.
Listen to all of this.
Late, buddy.
Listen to all of this ranting, though, Squire.
With that black guy and his emails.
Yeah, it just sounds very.
He's a homosexual. And he's a liar.
He's a homosexual.
Yeah, homosexual.
I mean, listen to the panic in his voice. They're really freaking out to, at this possibility of getting confronted by Ralph. All right, let's go ahead.
Ex-children or?
Well, he attacked my family first, but I apologize for that.
Bullshit! It's not true, Ralph.
No, it's not. It is.
It's not.
Wait a sec. Where does Ralph join in? Oh, here we go.
You big How you doing, Ashton? Why did you lie about
you faggot pedophile? Why did you fucking lie?
Faggot pedophile.
Power chat.
This is Ashton's new thing, to call everybody a pedophile. Just to blanketly call everybody a pedophile. He calls me a pedophile. He calls Brian a pedophile. He calls Ralph a pedophile. He calls basically everybody. I guess everybody is a pedophile except for him and Andy. Is there anybody who's not a pedophile, Squire?
I don't know. They're pay pigs, probably.
Yeah, and the pay pigs.
Ralph, why did you lie about
career is
who's on
based
the
on a
board?
lie.
You're a fucking liar, Ralph. No, shut the fuck up, faggot pedophile. Why did you jerk off?
You support pedophiles. You support
can't fucking be me, cocksucker.
Ralph is doing so much better.
Imagine thinking you can holler over Ralph.
Yeah, it's not working. He's trying as hard as he can. The only thing you could make out is what Ralph is saying. It just sounds like noise, Ashton.
Alright. We're gonna do this. Okay, I get it. Everyone's screaming. Let's do this. Okay. Let's, Ralph, you heard what they said regarding you. You guys want to repeat it?
You went on fucking leak the
They're still going.
Word about face stickers are fucking
be put down like the
you
fucking
should have got no fully. I get you're a fucking faggot.
You should be put to sleep.
You should be put your Xander. You pedophile.
Nasty son of a bitch. You nasty. Hey, Worski, go post some more bench bar.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, people.
You
know what? They don't let me talk.
All right, can we? Yeah, no, hey, we get it, everybody. All right, everybody. Are we I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with this chat. I mean, this was expected, right? All right, can we? All right.
Oh wait, I'm not a child, you faggot.
All right.
You mad, Andy? You mad? Because I ain't scared like you motherfucker.
Dude, I'm about to just go piss, Dad. I'm about to just go piss.
Try to run from me for years. You tried to run from me for years. You were smoking on this shit. You don't let me.
Any comments on this, Squire?
And I'm gonna break you.
I mean, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself.
It's very PPP is very disappointing here, I have to say. Very disappointing.
They've been hitting the drugs too hard, buddy.
We get it.
The only thing I could
sober Ralph is a very dangerous.
Yeah, the only thing I could understand from Andy or PPP is when they say pedophile. That's the only thing I could really. Everything else just sounds like noise. Do you agree? Like you can hear Ralph, you can hear everything Ralph is saying because everything is very clear when Ralph is saying it, and then all you hear is like this high pitched noise in the background that sometimes says pedophile. Because I can't really make out what the fuck they're even saying. I can make out everything Ralph is saying. But I can't make out anything either of them are even saying. It's really sad. I thought he had more ability than this. I didn't realize it was this bad.
Ralph,
why don't you answer? You mad, foul? Can't even get your
faggot.
Much less having
Ralph,
any kids or a wife.
I've seen your dick and it's
You tiny ass. How would you know if his dick doesn't work?
All right, Worski.
Best I've ever seen.
Get up out of your fucking chair, you absolute
You
fucking
fat quad-titted faggot.
Disgusting. You're a fucking
Yo,
gut
Ralph,
and titties hanging out. You're an absolute sick fuck.
Ralph.
Ain't nobody a pedophile.
Hey, Memphis Micro, we've seen the tiny little penis. Hey, Ralph, can you just answer?
Sleeping on little girls.
The problem is, chat, is we're not in an actual call.
Let's put this to a vote. Because I'm going to say, maybe I'm biased here, but I think Ralph has completely, destroyed them here. 1 for Ralph, 2 for PPP and Andy on this basically holler contest. What's your vote, Squire?
That's a hard one, buddy.
It's a hard one. Yeah, I'm also of the hard one variety.
We're not in my Discord, so I
The double
can't
entendre.
even mute them for each other. I can only mute them. I can only mute them for me.
Andy, what about Snapchat, brother?
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go piss.
Talk to Norma when she
All the time. I know, right? Yeah, totally.
It's cracking me the fuck up.
You're a pedophile.
Hey, Ralph, how does it feel that Xander calls a pedophile, Papa?
You can't beat me.
How does it
You
feel
never beat me.
that Xander calls a pedophile daddy? Calls a pedophile daddy. Calls Isaiah
Yeah, shut up, Burzu.
You Canadian faggot. You can't beat me or see me. And you can't see your fucking toes either.
That's your son, buddy. Your son calls a pedophile daddy. Isaiah 1, tell me about your pedophile fucking calling your son.
Lie. Oh, make up lies. No, you know the lies.
What about the pedophile
you
dated
fucking
cocksucker?
cats? You fucking. We got evidence on your shit. You can just lie.
The dog
Just lie.
Grown children with, huh? What about that, Ashton?
All right, dude. No, look, I'm gonna be honest.
Ralph just destroyed both of them. It's incredible to me.
Either of you.
I'm always,
Trevor told me everything.
All right. Ralph.
Stay mad, bitch.
Ralph.
Go ahead, Jaden.
Let me ask. Why did you not expose the shit regarding Alti?
First off,
fur fag
I was
boyfriend?
the first one.
Breaking news. They both know who Alti is. They both know that Alti was the one in control of Power Chat. They've known that since the beginning. So, just in case you missed that before, they know exactly who Alti is. They've always known who Alti is. It's complete bullshit with Power Chat.
To expose that Nick got a cut in the first place. Now, I couldn't confirm it.
Fat lesbian sounds hysterical.
To be fair,
he does.
To be fair, myself and the casino talked about that like a year ago. I did it after.
Yes, it was an embarrassing
I wasn't
performance.
hiding this allegation. That's what I'm saying.
You're so
I didn't
full of
hide
shit,
that.
bro.
I talked about that last month.
All right, look, I'm gonna let you guys.
That's untrue. Are we gonna do it quarterly or no?
Totally true.
Oh, you're
no,
full of
Ralph.
shut up, fat boy.
Pedophiles-
You're gonna have a heart attack. You're gonna die. You're gonna kill over and die. Oh, you're gonna
I don't know
kill
what
over
to
and
tell
die.
you, Ralph.
Are you mad?
Calls the
Oh, you seem
pedophile
upset.
dad.
What about the pedophile girlfriend you had, groomer?
Oh my god.
Ralph.
Sending
Ralph
feet
is so
pics to
good.
minors. What about that? Huh?
Your
What
son
about sending
calls
feet
pedophile
pics to
daddy.
minors?
What about Ronnie
Did you
putting
help?
them
Oh, you don't have an answer for that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, no answer for it. Hey, Worski, what about the revenge porn you posted? What about the revenge porn?
Do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go to a server where I can actually moderate this, or do you guys just want to keep going?
Even Medicare called you out on it.
No.
Even Jim Medicare called you out on it, Andy.
Use the lies. Use the lies.
No, it's not true. No, it's not true. And the archive exists where Medicare called you out.
I'm going to talk. So you say a lot of people feel Ralph's accent is his greatest asset. A lot of people think that Ralph is he's just louder than everybody. I think Ralph's ability is that he could enunciate really loud. So when Ashton is doing the womanly screech preacher voice, he's not enunciating any of the words, so you can't really understand what the fuck he's saying. Andy is unintelligible even when he's normally speaking, so it's completely pointless with him. Ralph is actually like, you could hear every word that Ralph is saying. Like, there's no ambiguity about any of the words when he's yelling. So you could hear him as he's screaming over them. You could hear every word perfectly. It's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm really high or something, but it's really apparent. I've listened to this before, and I never noticed this until we're listening to it now. Are you still with me, Squire?
Yeah, sorry. I've been just sending Grimsy everything.
Yes, I know. Just trying to stay with me.
By the way, check out his Twitter later. It's going to be lit, I'm sure.
What else are you sending? What are you, insane?
Bro, no half measures, buddy. No, I just sent him a bunch of memes. Like
all our memes. Yeah, well, we have probably.
Dude, they're so fucking mad.
We probably have about.
I sent him a lot of good shit, so he'll be able to fuck with them for a while.
Oh yeah, you know what? We have probably how many? Like at least 500 different fucking.
I don't know. Plus, I mean, there's so many already out there. You know, like fuck.
Hell, we spent 2 weeks writing musicals about it.
Oh yeah.
Even some unreleased songs.
Yeah, we need to.
I need to crack open my unreleased songs. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to. Oh, this is a Fangmanko one. I gotta send him. It's so funny. I didn't make it, but
oh, now I know it's taking
I
you so long.
I have so many good. Like, I save all the good shit.
We're gonna play some more of this.
Yeah, let's wrap it up, buddy. I gotta fucking.
To the 3 Feezer heads in chat, there's no moderating. There's no moderating.
All this fucking dirt, and both you motherfuckers need to be put down. Period.
All right, you guys want to go?
Hey, put to sleep. Put to sleep. That's what you fucking need. Put to sleep.
Let's go to a server so we can. Let's go to a server so I can actually mute and you guys can have a conversation.
Squad faggot.
Yeah, fuck off, Carp. You fucking absolute cheap ripoff. Like the cheap fucking jacket you wear every night with your titties hanging out. You can't be me. Oh, Pushman Cassidy and Surfer told me how you study my every move and watch every fucking scene of my show. You're a fucking cheap imitation of the Ralph male, and you could never fucking beat me, bitch. Not even for a single fucking second could you be me. You're not fucking me. You can't be me. I fucking invented this
shit. It's like half and half. Half you want me to step in, the other half doesn't.
As long as you take a fucking breath.
Shut up, dude. We appreciate you, Jaden, but shut up.
You will never fucking beat me, fat fuck.
Where's
you
your
will
truck?
never fucking beat me, motherfucker.
Why can't you answer? Where's your truck?
Fucking second.
I wouldn't want to be you. I would
fucking lie instead of a bitch.
Are you
will not
kidding
for
me?
one fucking millisecond beat me, bitch.
Keep hollering, Ralph.
Fuck you, Worski. Fucking eat a bullet, cocksucker.
You should eat a bullet.
Don't take another hit off the crack pipe, son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah, crack.
Yeah, he's got it.
Right now for you, buddy.
Fuck you, fat boy's pet over there.
Why are we
Are you gonna wear the high heels for Aston tonight, motherfucker? Yeah, put the high heels on, Worski, and the dress.
Put the high heels and the dress on.
Put the heels on, buddy.
Because it's gonna take a lot of momentum for this fat fuck to get that ass. You're gonna have to spread it.
All right. We got the yelling out of the way. We got the yelling out of the way. Let's talk now. You know, we got the yelling.
Utterly destroyed.
That was years in the making.
Why did you decide to conceal Alti, the furry Sussy Squad faggot's identity?
I don't know anything about Alti. Besides his name,
you knew
is
who he
Alti.
was. You said yesterday you knew he was you knew who the member on the board was.
I knew that Alti was the guy. Yeah.
Did you?
They knew who the member of the board was. They knew the whole time. They knew over a year and a half ago. They knew the whole fucking time exactly who Alti was. When we asked about Power Chat, we were told it was Alti. We know exactly who Alti is.
You know that he was a groiper.
Yeah,
no.
You lied.
And by my conversations with him, he's been pro Ralph. So I don't know anything.
Yeah,
other than my
he told us exactly who it was. I remember.
That's convenient.
I don't know his fucking background. I just know they call him Alti. You're a liar. Power Chat, and he said he didn't want his name out there.
You were a member of AF, but you had no idea what was going on. Why haven't you leaked anything?
I didn't fucking go through the guy's background. And I don't have. I'm not like
So
you.
we
I'm not a
should
snake
trust
like
it,
you,
but you don't know
motherfucker.
anything?
I don't have
So
logs
wait a
and
minute.
logs of
So
chats.
wait a minute. You told us all to trust it, but you didn't actually know? So you lied when you said you knew the
Alti was the
situation?
third
You
guy,
knew.
and he said he had a job and he didn't want his information out there. He's always been nice to me.
Okay.
So
But you knew that
he's been pro Ralph.
You knew he used
He's
to be a
been pro
griper,
Ralph
though.
in my DMs. I don't know anything about him besides he's been pro Ralph in my DMs, and they call him Alti. I didn't even know his real name. Period.
By the way,
And he
Ralph's
said he
not
didn't
a
want his
snake,
name
but
out
he's
there.
recorded
So-
every person and leaked the DMs of every person he's ever worked with, but he's not a snake.
That's not true at all. Matter of
It
fact,
is
Gator
true,
did that to
Ralph.
me, and I didn't have
What?
any. No, you're a
That's a
fat
matter of
fucking
What is he
liar.
talking
No, you're a
about?
fat fucking
When does that ever happen?
Who even knows?
Fuck.
liar, son of a bitch.
Gator
No,
is the
fuck you.
one.
You're making up more lies
It's a
as
matter
you
of
always
fact, no,
do.
Ralph, you're the
Actually,
liar,
that was
dude, as
Gator.
always.
Gator actually did leak all of his DMs with Ralph. That is true.
Yeah, he did.
No,
Well,
Ralph didn't leak
The
the,
ones
DMs
he was,
with Gator.
the ones he was like the very curated ones he was willing to.
Yeah, well, yeah, what he curated.
Not the part where he said he wanted to like kill himself.
Yeah. Ralph never released those.
Ralph should have. Fuck that guy.
Your new buddy
That's
Gator,
always
Brian
Ralph.
Holloman, that's who did that to me.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Holloman.
Actually,
Huge
you're a
piece of
fucking
shit.
liar, fat
Big
fuck.
Tech's children.
A cheap
So when you
fucking
doxed
copy.
Big Tech's
A
children,
cheap
that was not
imitation.
fake move.
A
So
cheap
when you
imitation.
doxed
Big Tech doxed his own wife and children. I mean,
Yeah, he did.
I don't even understand them even bringing that up. Big Tech literally stopped his stream and pulled up his wife and children and went on a rant about how he can't see them.
Person, this fat fuck is allegedly an expert of all the naughty bad shit Ralph has done. How come he couldn't bring up like anything?
Anything
Other than
because
this, like,
we didn't
basic
feed it
bitch
to
shit.
him. Because we didn't feed it
yeah.
to him. That's why.
What
Big
about your
Tech's children? Was that
You know who the real experts are? It's me and you. Just repeat whatever we tell him. I mean, it's said I really did believe he had some like ability, but he doesn't have any ability.
No.
He's proven that he's completely worthless and really not even worthy of anything. But you know,
that not a snake move when you dox
What are you
Big
gonna do,
Tech's
man?
children, or
Well, he attacked my family first, but I apologize for that.
bullshit? It's not true, Ralph.
No, it's not. It
Kinda
is- it's not
embarrassing.
true. I just linked the
But it's
fucking
not
clip
true,
last
Ralph.
night.
You live in an
Yeah, it
alternate
is true.
version of reality.
No, actually, it is true.
No, it's not
Just
true,
like you
Ralph.
dating a pedophile is true, and I just retweeted that on Twitter.
It's not.
Oh fuck! I forgot to say.
Please.
Another lie.
Did I get
Yeah,
it?
that's really the end.
It's not
Good for
true.
you,
Oh,
Ralph.
and I ruined Nick's appearance on
Good for
Tim
you,
Pool
Ralph.
today. What did you faggots
Well,
do?
you cut
While you
the
were sitting here
content.
bitching, not Jaden, but you two.
Close
While you
Power
were sitting here
Chat.
bitching about Power
Close
Chat,
Power
I fucking
Chat.
got
Yeah, we
Nick
closed the
kicked
whole
off Tim
grift that
Pool's
you're in
show
on.
today. I
You
got
cut
Nick
the content.
Fuentes kicked off Tim Pool's
the
show today
content.
while your fat fucking
You
ass
would have got
was
pressed
just
in front
running
of a
with some
massive
bullshit.
audience, you
I'm
idiot.
actually getting
You
shit
cut the
done.
content.
You two motherfuckers had a whole year and a half to
kidding?
take this motherfucker down, and you ain't done
And we
shit. Jaden
did.
did.
Why
You
are
two
you over
motherfuckers
here?
didn't do shit.
Let me
Why
ask
are
you
you
this.
over
You didn't
Let
do
me-
a goddamn thing.
What?
And fucking
If
one day
you
today
won,
while
we
I
would
was
be on
fucking
cozy,
around,
but you
I got the
lost.
fucker taking off Tim Pool.
Let me
One
ask you
day.
this, Ralph. Do you care that Lowe's lied about all the Nick Fuentes shit? Do you care that he
I
lied?
wish he would have just told the truth. I don't think he should have lied about that.
Do you think he
Last
should have
month,
told
when I
people that
came out-
Alti? Sorry to cut you. You go ahead.
Well, this is when
No, I'll
this
just
is
say this.
finally
So
we're
last
getting
month
to the
when I
part
had my
where
break,
I'm
I
brought
came
up.
out and told everything that I know.
The
And
most
one of the things I
important
know,
part.
I was at Baked Alaska's house last year. No, I'm not a liar, fat fuck.
I'm just
Well, you
kidding.
did say that. You did say
I
that.
guess he gonna let me talk,
All
or
right,
should we
chill.
just start yelling again?
You did
So
say
that's
that,
cool if we
but
want to
you
do that.
didn't you walk that back while talking to Lowe's?
Well, no. What I said was, well, because Lowe's told me that wasn't true. So I'm like, okay, well, he says that. But what I said last month, I was at Baked Alaska's house, and Nick called and was like raising a stink about Power Chat when they brought in the subs. You know that already
Yes.
about the subs. And he wanted to cut a Power Chat. Now, when I was there, it never got fully finalized, but I was led to believe by Baked that he was going to get a cut. And so when I came out last month, I said, well, it's my understanding that Nick probably, and I'll find the clip. It's
I know
already
you
been
said
retweeted
that.
on my
I know you
timeline.
said it.
Yeah. And I said, it's my understanding that Nick got some kind of cut. Now, I was told it was going to be like 5% on the lower end. Now, apparently what it was like 15%. And it's not going on now. But it was my understanding. That didn't surprise me. Now, Lulz, mixing up the stories and lying, however you want to say it. I wish he would have just said that, because I'd already put that out there basically. And that was my understanding. So it was kind of
that was their understanding too.
To lie about that, but
do you think Lowell should have mentioned the Alti shit, who that was? Former Groiper, Sus Squad.
I don't know. I don't know about his history. I don't know how deeply embedded in America First he was, or what his history was there. I think he was around in the D-Live days too. I may have seen him in chat. Yeah, so I don't really know though. I've talked about this before. I was streaming on Cozy. I was friendly with a lot of the streamers. I was in the group chats, but I didn't really participate that much. I didn't make it my mission to go deep and learn everything about everybody, because I wasn't really in quote unquote America First. I was adjacent to it. I promoted it. Yeah, I attacked some of their enemies, but I wasn't how do I get Nick's attention, and I need to know all this, and so-and-so's doing that. And that just wasn't something that I did. I was focused on the kill stream. I did attack some of their enemies for sure. And I did, do some shit I regret, but I didn't concern myself with internal.
Let me
America
ask
First
one
politics.
more question, and then PPP, you got the floor. Even if it was 5%, isn't that enough to be fuck using this service? Fuck using Power Chat if Nick's getting any cut at all?
Well, it's my understanding he's not getting a cut.
Yeah, but
anymore. But it was already my understanding that I'd already thought that he was getting a cut at some point last year.
Right.
Now at the time, I was cool with Nick. They were cool with Nick. So I mean.
But after leaving Cozy, you weren't fuck this shit. I'm I don't want to pay this guy.
Yeah, I did. Well, he's not getting the money now.
Well, now we know that. Now we know that. But we were both under the impression.
Well, so what would I be quitting for before him getting the cut last year? That's already happened. I was on Cozy at the time when he got the cut. No, I'm not inclined to drop Power Chat.
All right, PPP, go ahead.
I mean, I'm just amazed by this revisionist history that you were never really affiliated with Cozy when you put Smiley over the coals. I just watched it yesterday. The victim of sexual abuse at the hands of a pedophile, and you swept for the pedophile for money.
I was drunk and don't even really remember that show and high on pills.
Okay, so
and
being drunk is an excuse for
the next
sweeping
day,
for a
I
pedophile.
totally changed my stance.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What? You thanked him for getting him your Twitter account back.
Yeah, that was that same night that I was fucking blacked
Well, that's
out.
over now.
Oh my God, are we really going to pretend this?
I've already apologized for all that.
Didn't you apologize for it?
I did.
I mean, does it
apologize
make
for
it
those things,
okay
yeah.
now that you apologized? It's just real convenient, Ralph.
Well, people have
Seems
to
like
make up
it's
their
the
own
same
minds.
old
You're the
rage
fattest
pig
liar.
Seems like the same old rage pig
your
liar.
Whole career. Your whole career
Ralph,
is based off
come
a
on,
lie that I
man.
called your
You
church,
swept
and
for
Godwinson has
Ali.
revealed it. What about your whole
But,
career?
I mean, Ralph, come on, there's some
Yeah.
rage
Your
from
whole
those
entire
guys, obviously.
career is
Ralph,
based off a lie.
Ralph, are you kidding me?
No,
You swept
your whole
for a
fucking
pedophile.
career, and you still
Ralph,
won't admit
are you
it.
kidding
Why don't
me?
you admit what
Your
you
lame
lied about?
excuse is that you were
Why
drunk.
don't you admit what you lied
It's the
about,
lame
fat
excuse.
I think he forgot that Andy was trying to hook up with a 15-year-old girl on Instagram.
Yeah, I think he forgot
It's all
about
true.
that.
He forgot about
Those
that.
guys have
Yeah.
fucking sour grapes, Ralph.
Tough.
It's not
It's
true.
not true what Gator
true.
has to
that's
say
you,
about
fat
you
fuck.
either, right?
Yeah, that's you.
So
You're the
is
biggest
everything
fattest
Gator has to
liar
say
that
about
ever
you true?
Existed. Period.
No. But is everything Gator
Period.
has to say about you true, or is it sour grapes?
I'm not talking about
You can't
Gator.
have it both ways.
There's two or three different, actually
Gator
three
says you're a
surfers. So
pedophile.
you're saying
Gator.
So you're saying
Imagine
Godwinson,
singing Gator's
Surfer,
praises.
and Perspicacity are all
Ralph, why
lying.
don't you
And
just
Squire,
fucking lower your tone?
all
Yes,
those
of course.
people.
They're all liars. Yes.
Yeah, we're a liar.
Of course.
Oh, I'm a liar, buddy.
Gossip's a faggot. Why do you not have a problem with
Well,
him?
why was he your best
Here we
friend
go.
for years?
Whoa, I didn't know he was a faggot.
That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie, and you know it.
So wait a minute, it's okay for you to have faggots on like Persip, but
Why
it's not
were you-
okay for me.
Why were you best friends with a faggot?
Why are you
Ashton?
still have him?
And everybody
Why do
in
you
chat
have
knows
him
you
now?
knew about it.
But why
You're
do you
lying
have him
on
now?
air and
But
you're
why
Listen-
do you have
Listen to the hatred in his voice. Why do you have him now? That's what makes me think that he really is gay. Because it's starting to make me uncomfortable a little bit. I never ever thought of him in a sexual way. Like never. That never even crossed my mind. We had a very brotherly relationship. I never ever thought of him sexually, but listening something about this audio makes me like really,
bro. I told you, buddy.
Question everything.
You didn't fucking listen. You don't listen.
It's really creepy to me. Like that actually gave me like vibes. Like I did, like I don't know. Like I broke this guy's heart in like a completely romantic way. I don't even know what he's even. Did you have like the wrong idea?
Well, he literally invited you to like.
He did.
That fucking some lake house or some shit. He wanted to have
I don't
like
know.
a
Did this guy have like the complete wrong idea, bro?
And when you told me that, I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck?
Why he's trying to make up his snakening to me?
He wants you to go to the lake house, buddy.
Of course, Squire always bringing things too far. You know. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why he invited me to the lake house.
This romantic weekend.
I didn't bring that up. Squire did. Just for reference.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, that was it. I'm really these last few streams that I've seen, like where Ashton is banging on the desk, screaming, "What did I do, Percep? What did I do?" and all of this stuff. It's starting to make me like really in this rant in particular.
I fucking told you, faggot. I fucking told you, buddy.
My fucking the gaydar is going off hardcore, and now
I told you, you wouldn't
fucking
fucking listen. You wouldn't listen. He's like trying to get you to go to this place, and you're just like, you were playing hard to get. You broke his heart, buddy. I'm just saying.
It can't be true, right? That can't be true. I can't even believe it.
Do you see how fucking jilted this fucker is? Are you serious? You're saying this?
I just can't even. I can't even imagine it.
Guy was literally screaming your name on a beach.
It's not even physically possible, Ashton. I don't know, man. It's physically possible.
He wants to rub your belly, buddy.
No, if it's physically even possible, bro. I just can't even wrap my head around.
He got so worked up when you were watching the Otters and the Bears, buddy.
Yeah, well, he was probably right in on that, right? He's probably watching that live because I noticed there were like 50 million screenshots after that.
This is how I know. This is how I know that there's still hope for you yet. That Ralph will convert you to be a straight Ralph male because you were disgusted by the fact that this guy wanted to have sex with you. That's how I know that there's hope out there.
I don't want to hurt
his
hope out there. I just never even it never crossed my mind. I've never thought of any. Really, I've never thought of anybody like with the in this space. I never really think of anybody sexually. It's just not something that even crosses your mind.
Everyone in this space is fucking disgusting.
Well, yeah, it's like I could never have sex.
Even the women are fucking nasty, bro.
Even though, but it's even weirder than that. It's like, it's just like, yeah.
You don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, it's like a shit where you eat thing. It's just like, that would never happen. I don't understand how people get so involved. It's like so easy to, I mean, I'm gay, so it's not even hard at all. I mean, I could literally. If I really desperately need to get laid, I could get laid in probably about 2 hours. You know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of like, now that would be nasty, but even like to go on normal, like to just find people to somebody to go with a date. I mean, I can find a date within a day. I don't know. It's crazy.
Why do you have him now? You know about it.
But why do you have him now? But why do you have him now?
What?
But why do you have him now?
Why do you have him now?
Okay, so you don't have a problem with homosexuals then?
I don't care who he fucks.
What about that?
I will say this for Ralph. Even when I was warring with Ralph years and years and years ago, 2019 to 2000 what? 20, I guess basically to 2022. Okay, 4 years.
Yeah.
Ralph never ever said anything. I was very openly gay. Ralph never even insulted me for being gay. He said he wanted to put a bullet in my head. But
yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, but he never said anything really all that bad about, he never said anything about me being gay or anything. He never even acknowledged it. That's how I think Ralph is like, like obviously like one of the straightest one of the straighter guys because like he just doesn't give a fuck. Ashton has always been obsessed with the fact that I'm gay, and I never really understood that. And now it's just like, why did you take my faggot away from me? It's just very strange. This whole conversation just it's blowing my whole mind right now.
Well, then he's equally jealous that he's
it's so jilted, and it's like, why did you take my fag away? Why do you have my fag on your shelf? How could you do this to me? It's just really, it's coming off really strange to me right now.
Relationship you were in with that black guy.
I wasn't in a relationship with a black guy.
Well, your leaked emails revealed you were in a gay relationship with a black man.
No, they didn't.
What?
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Okay, all right, when you
This
were,
is PPP's fantasy is that Ralph is in a gay relationship with a black man. Where did that even come? What is he even referencing there, Squire?
Dude, I have no fucking idea.
Like, what is he even referencing? I mean, there's nothing that I can even think of where that's even implied.
Do you know what he's referencing?
Bro,
do you know what he's
Does anybody in chat know what that's even a reference
Pretty
to?
obvious you're a liar. It's not really going anywhere.
You're a liar.
Is that reference to the J Caesar stuff, 187? I mean, I don't even know what he...
I don't think so.
It's like 6 years ago.
I don't fucking know, man. What the fuck?
He lied about not knowing
yesterday.
Cassidy was gay.
Ralph,
you just lied about that live on air.
Yes, he did lie about that live on
Ralph, like you said, my truck got repoed. You made that shit up too.
Ralph,
you make
where's
shit
the
up
truck
out of thin
then?
air all the
Prove
time.
you have the truck. Prove you have the truck.
Prove you have the truck, faggot.
Prove you have the truck.
Yeah, where's your truck?
How long's it going to be in the shop for?
You know what? I'll post them. I'll
That's
send
just gonna
Jaden where
be
they're
in the
telling me to
shop
put
for a
all the
while.
tires.
Be in the shop.
Well, it's Mexico, so it's
A lot,
taking 3 or 4
somebody said it was J Caesar, and the other person says PPP's dad got black, so it's projection.
Yeah, that is
PPP
true.
loves
His dad
to
did
get black.
I sent that to Grimsy, by the way. So.
His dad got black?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, it is in the
Said
song.
everything, buddy.
It is
Said
in Fat
everything.
Caterpillar. So.
Yeah.
Someone sent gay love letters to Ralph's leak. No, Ralph was sending there was Ralph sending out and Ralph receiving love letters from some women, and Ralph sending out some love letters, I believe. I don't remember there ever being a man.
Why did Nora leave you anyway?
Where's your truck? Why don't you have a truck?
Why did Nora leave you?
He doesn't have a truck.
Wait.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Pause.
There's no truck.
Wait.
We'll play it again. There's no truck.
Or did Ashton go out and buy a truck?
Let's
take it.
Why did Nora leave you anyway?
Where's your truck? Why don't you have a truck?
Why did Nora?
That's not good. That's not good, Ashton.
No! Where's the truck, buddy? All right, chat. We gotta ask Ashton where the truck is.
That's not good. Let's replay that one more time.
Where's the truck?
That's not good.
Hey, Ralph, why did Nora leave you anyway?
Where's your truck? Why don't you have a truck?
Why?
Oh,
that's not good. That's good.
Why did Nora leave you?
There's no truck, man.
There is no fucking truck. This faggot can't afford a truck.
Still in the truck?
He's like Gator. He can't afford a car.
It isn't. It's
Let me
literally
ask this. Let me go back to the initial conversation.
Why?
It's
Because you
literally in the
can't
shop.
pay the bill? Because you can't pay
because
the
it's
bill? It's been in
Mexico.
the
They have
shop
to
for
order
months.
parts.
This just reminds me of when we used to hang out with Ashton. Do you know what a melt? The audience has no idea what a meltdown he had to Andy after the stream. I bet you it went on for 2 fucking days.
Oh, yeah.
Just
I'm sure Worsley's still
fucking
hearing
meltdown.
it. He's still hearing it.
Oh,
I'm going to go buy a truck now.
It would be a shame if Andy blew his brains out listening to Ashton cry for 2 days.
Oh.
It'd be such a shame.
I don't know. I would just zone out while you would like.
Yeah, well, that's why Worski's like completely obliterated on drugs.
for the American vehicle.
Let me go back
to. I thought Mexico was great, though.
Hey, why did Snacks leave you, PvP?
Was great.
I can't mute anybody, chat. We're not in my server.
You swept for a fucking pedophile.
Why did Snacks leave you, buddy? What happened there?
Why did Snacks leave?
Your girlfriend was literally a pedophile. The Discord pedo shit is proven. Fat ass. The Discord pedo shit is proven.
What do you mean, where is this?
I don't even know who that is.
And you'll see.
She literally called in the Google show and shit.
I didn't give a fuck. I still don't give a fuck about it.
And you knew that. You knew Percy Cassie was gay. You knew all that shit.
Yes.
You're Ralph. Persip's a fag and you still have him.
Regarding back to power chat.
He's so angry.
I literally said I don't care. It's not a talking point against me because I said I don't care.
Well, you're a faggot defender.
Back to power chat.
Right.
I don't care who he fucks. Go ahead.
After all this shit came out, okay, we now know Alti. We know what's going on there.
Poor Jane. He's trying to keep it on track, and they just don't give a fuck.
Shit, not et cetera, et cetera. Why continue to use it?
Because I don't have any problems with power chat the service. And so I'm not going to be bullied into not using it on air or off air. So that tactic's just not going to work with me. And, I think they handled it very poorly.
Yes, I agree, Rob.
That's the case. But I'm not going to drop power chat. I'm not like these two. I'm not going to get bullied into doing something I don't want to do.
Questions.
I'm just literally going to say
apologize for giving us shit for
talk about Dono Chat.
Kind of just
yeah, tell us about Dono Chat, buddy.
Tell us about Dono Chat. Who runs that? Who made it?
We were just asking questions.
Who made Dono Chat?
Who made Dono Chat? Who runs? Who's actually on the documents?
I'm going to ask you too. Wasn't your ex-wife Pantsu a pedophile?
No, tell the people what you
said.
You said that Milo still works for Fuentes, and he sent me to collect A-log money. No, he does not. No, he doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, I don't know. With Milo and Nick, there's so much bullshit going on behind the scenes. They're working together, then they're not. He's trying to strong arm into this or that. But they have in the past, haven't they, Ralph?
No,
they've never worked together.
Sure. You've been in contact with Milo too, fat ass.
No, I have not.
Yes, you have. Yes,
no, I have not. I've worked with him. I told him to go fuck himself.
And so is Jaden, and he knows that for a fact. If we want to talk about who
I told him to go fuck himself, that we wouldn't have him on.
Milo, tell them that.
No, I told Milo he'd never be welcome on. And if you can prove otherwise,
you've talked to Milo.
I mean,
in the last however many months.
Pantsu's a pedophile, by the way.
So what about Jaden talking?
I mean, he's giving me information about AF.
Just flailing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know he doesn't work with Nick, though, right? Like, I mean, that's just
no.
insane.
He has
I
nothing.
don't believe that he has. No,
this is sad.
Well, he has worked with
him
in the
past.
Yeah,
he has in the past.
Yes.
So did Jaden.
I don't think he actively is.
There's shady shit there.
There is shady shit just
there.
in
Milo
general.
tries to blackmail him into doing work for him. Then Nick tries to argue back and forth. Like, I'm not going to believe that there's no connection there at all. I'm just not going to believe that.
I mean,
there isn't.
Look, I don't know. I don't know that. Like the power chat Milo thing, I don't know about that, but they were totally vindicated on the Lols thing and pressing him with the sus shit regarding power chat.
I don't remember this going on so long with that.
Receiving money and the Alti stuff. I mean, they were right about that.
Wait, you'll see how quickly this ends once my name is brought up, which is my favorite part.
Like if they had just really went through and asked
you frame everything honestly, Ralph.
Instead of just making up shit and making up this fantasy narrative. I already said Lowell obviously handled it. No, I do not. Shut up. You got the fantasy that you're me, and that ain't
you make up a fantasy that your penis is not.
You're a sub-tier fucking human.
Your fucking
you can't even get up out of your fucking chair. You can't even get up out of your chair,
you ate
ass.
Shit.
You can't even get up out of your chair.
Camera.
No, I did not.
Ralph, you did. Can we pull up the sex tape? Can we pull up the sex tape now and watch you eat the shit?
I don't think I can pull that
Pull up the sex tape.
Yeah, pull it up.
Let's see him eat the shit.
Pull it up.
Why don't you show it on the kill stream? Show it on the kill stream tomorrow.
Yeah, pull it up.
Show it on the kill stream. Show the sex tape.
I've already seen it. I lived it. I don't have to see it again.
Well, it's true.
I didn't eat any shit. You're eating shit right now.
I lived it.
You're eating shit.
I remember it very well.
Come on, Ralph.
Nobody ate any shit, but you're eating a lot of shit on air tonight.
Jesus Christ.
Said he won't come on, by the way. Are you down to talk to him?
No,
my God, Ralph.
Talk to fucking
here we go. Here we go.
Of course not. Why would I give him any attention?
Well,
oh, wait, let's go back.
now live on air.
You sniffed your
You're
food
eating shit.
and ate the shit.
I thought it was sniffing.
Come on, Ralph.
Nobody ate any shit,
Ralph,
but you're eating
you
a lot of shit on air
sniffed it.
tonight.
Ralph,
First,
we
Cassidy
heard
said
the
he wanted to
sniff.
come on, by the way. Are you down to talk to him? You down to
I'm
talk
not
to
down
Persip?
to talk to fucking
Of course you're
Persip,
not.
the
Why not?
faggot.
Why not?
Of course not. Why would I give him any attention?
Well, he's
Why would
ready
I
to
give
come
him
on
any
right now.
validation?
I
So
talked
if
to you and
Gator's
Worski at
ready
the
to
same
come
time.
on, we're gonna bring Gator on.
Bring him on.
Bring everyone on.
Bring him on, fat ass.
Bring
I'm
Baked
like
on.
you. I built a little bit different,
True, hey.
motherfucker. Bring them all on.
Ralph,
Let's go.
Ralph,
Let's go.
back to
IBS
Power Chat.
Apocalypse 2 right fucking now. Bring them all on.
Yeah, you think we could get Baked on or Wolves?
Yes.
What do you guys think?
If Persip comes in, I'll bring them in
Well,
too.
I don't
put
know.
them all
No
in here.
offense, I don't really see how that's relevant to Power Chat, but I mean, if you guys just want to scream at each other.
Well, he's been lying about perspicacity and his knowledge of his sexual activity.
Yeah, we don't have time for us.
Of course, you don't have time.
Look at them run. They're running.
Dude, Andy's
Have
been
a good
silent
night,
for like
Ralph.
10 minutes,
how that
and
works,
he comes
huh?
up.
No, just be
Shut up, revenge pornographer, Worski, rapist.
Look at this running.
Worski knew. Worski's like, fuck.
Like you give a fuck about. Like you give a fuck about revenge porn. Either one of you two. You're so fucking fake. You don't give a fuck about
Well,
that.
we know you were
Well,
lying.
I know only one person is saying bring everybody on, and it's me.
You were a liar.
Only one person is saying bring everybody on because the Ralph Mel don't scare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're shook.
You're just scared of
Yeah, look at how fucking shook they are.
Will absolutely just fucking
You're scared of child
Delete your
support,
shit
Ralph.
live
That's why
on
you
air.
don't
How about
pay
that? Yeah, put him on there. Put him
Your
on.
Your son calls a
listen
pedophile
to the
Ralph.
voice cracks every
Like,
5
you can't even
seconds.
protect your own
You're
son.
so scared, bro. I love how scared you are of me.
Bring this, bring that.
You call it
Listen,
Persip.
You'll never be as quick as me at this.
Pantsu is a
fuck.
pedophile.
You literally are not
Pantsu's a
on my
lolicon
fucking level.
advocate. Pantsu is a
Not on my
lolicon
level.
advocate and a
Not on my
pedophile.
level.
Your horse is a
You're not even
pedophile,
close.
Ralph. Your
You're not
horse
even
is a
close,
pedophile.
and you're scared.
Pantsu is a pedophile,
very
Ralph.
scared.
Are you gonna tell us the truth about Pantsu's lolicon advocacy?
Chat, they're not going to listen. I'm telling you. There's no going to the server. They're not going to take a break and go. They're
Fuck the server.
Wife, unless you
Fuck
talk
your
about
moderation.
Your pedophile girlfriend.
God damn it, Jaden. You gotta learn, buddy. If you're gonna be in the
Just let him go, bro.
Let it go. Let him
Or be
go.
ready to holler yourself. I'd like to hear Jaden
Your
holler.
fucking throat. Snacks is the nasty whore you fucking were with.
I'm sure,
it's true.
Ralph.
It's all true.
I mean, the
And
truth is,
Surfer's
we know
that's
you
true.
were with Pantsu. Pantsu's a
Surfer's
lolicon
confirmed it.
pedophile.
No, we know you were with Snacks.
Surfer's a liar.
Surfer's a liar.
Yes,
I don't have anything else to say about Power Chat. I'm just kind
we
of
do know it. If you want
enjoying.
to talk about that, I'll talk about the other.
Talk about Pantsu being a pedophile.
Well, she's not.
But she's a lolicon advocate pedophile.
No, she's not.
She is, though. You're just lying.
No, she's not.
Right now, Andy is
she is a
panicking,
lolicon
telling them that they
past
can't let me.
videos with Digibro and stuff.
So what's going on behind the scenes is they were going to get me on. I was contacted actually. They were going to get me on. We were coordinating it, and Andy and PPP are flipping out in the background, saying I cannot come on, and they will not have me come on.
Well, she was advocating that at one point
Tough.
because of her crazy tranny boyfriend at the time.
I wonder why.
Once a pedophile, always
Wonder
a
why.
pedophile, right?
Well, you ought to know that your girlfriend was a pedophile.
Ralph!
Literally.
See you later, Ralph.
This
Fuck
coke
off.
laugh.
You better run.
Yeah.
No, Ralph.
She's got a go. You gotta go.
Yeah, you have to
Go.
fucking go.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
better run.
Yeah, you better go.
Run, fucking rapist. Yeah,
They were gonna let me on. They knew it was over.
Every day.
You better run,
Rape your
Andy.
asshole,
You
faggot.
better run, Andy.
What?
See?
What?
Have fun,
Yeah,
buddy.
run,
Fake
bitch.
donuts,
Fuck
you
off. Just
faggot.
leave then, cocksucker. Just leave.
I think Andy said I'm gonna taste your asshole, you faggot, which doesn't make any
He
sense.
said he was gonna fuck his asshole, I think is what he
Oh,
said.
well, there you go.
Which is
Then
kind of
pussy.
weird.
Yeah, just leave, pussy.
Okay, well,
So after I was
Body
basically
like that.
secured, one of the mods was going to add me, whether they liked it or not. One of Jaden's mods, they fucking dipped immediately, and that was it. We'll bask in Ralph's glory, and we'll wrap
See
it up.
who's still here and who's still standing, Jaden. Now, I know you're friends with those guys, and that's fine. But I didn't run from anything. I'm still here now.
It was based of Jaden to put that on.
They didn't want to talk about what they were dodging.
And actually get Ralph on.
I don't
That was
flee the
pretty
field,
based of Jaden.
period. So I was ready to stay here all night, if that's what it's
I know you were.
Literally. So
I mean,
I
honestly,
didn't plan for this, by the way. I called him a fat ass, but my fucking blood pressure's running pretty high right now myself, I have to say. But, I appreciate you having me on. I know you have a previous relationship with those guys, and they platformed you.
I'm friends with them. They've had my back forever, and, but,
I understand.
But,
I understand.
Hey, that was interesting.
Sure, they had his back forever.
I mean, Ashton literally tried to kill him over a piece of steak.
Well, I mean, they used to trash Jade nonstop when we were, trash Jade nonstop. And then they didn't know anything about Jaden, and Andy laughed at the story of Simon's child almost losing their eye. Yeah, I guess they're real great. Why are they afraid, Persip? What's the lore? Wow. Because he knows I know he's lying about everything. He knew I knew he was lying about Power Chat, and all of their points were completely a lie because they've known that for over a year and a half. I imagine he knows I know that. It's a complete lie.
Plus, he knows I'll dox the pay pigs.
Well, he just knows I know every lie that he's going to tell. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point. They're not very good at it either.
I even know the mods doxes, buddy. I know them all.
I believe you, Squire, but aren't we above threatening to dox wrenches?
No. Mods are subhuman, so are pay pigs.
I'm above it. The pay pigs, I mean, whatever.
Fuck the mods.
I don't believe, I'm not a big into that kind of stuff. But, if I have to take off, then, Squire's going to do what he's going to do. So.
Oh, yeah. It's like in fucking, I forget which Batman it is when the fucking butler dude tells a story about how they fucking caught the guy who was stealing shit. They just had to burn down the entire forest. That's what I'm going to do, buddy.
Yeah. I'll have to change my name, Squire. I have to change my name.
Just change it to the James Augustine, buddy.
Should I change it to the Constable instead of Perspicacity?
No. You can be Mr. Mediker. He's dead.
I'll just become Jim. Mr. Mediker.
Jim.
James Augustine.
Chat.
Yeah,
Chat. I don't know. Just steal some other person's name.
We need to put Perspic on Ralph Male conversion therapy. Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I said. I honestly think that would be a great bit. It's just Ralph is like, all right, person, today we're going to get you a woman.
Embrace the dark side. Feel the hate.
We're going to make a Ralph Male out of you yet.
Destroy your enemy.
Yeah.
Victory is life.
What else does the chat say?
Somnolence time. Let's effing go.
It is somnolence time.
Yes, we're both me and Squire are exhausted, so we're gonna wrap up.
I can't even tell what I had to do today. Today was fucking crazy, buddy. Oh,
I believe you. I had a long day too, and I streamed with Ralph all day too. So, been up since 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, tough. Oh yeah, I saw a little bit of you and Ralph. That was some good shit. This Boneface Loomer shit's fucking crazy.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck?
It's amazing.
She totally wants his Aryan Jew babies.
I think so.
Like,
there's something seriously wrong.
I'm glad Ralph is starting to like realize that a lot of these like right wing people are like that are right targets for, looking into like Stu and all these other weirdos, because they're all like just griftering. Like, they're all like fake. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the kind of shit that we wanted, cover on the
I want to
Kino,
cover it.
but,
I want to cover some stew. We'll have to pull some stew for the next show. Hopefully, I'll do. We'll do a stream this. Well, I'll have to do the stream this weekend. Whether I can get anybody else or not, we'll see. But I'll do a stream this weekend.
I don't know what I got going on.
Squire knows what's going on.
Dude, I don't. Dude, lately this is my busy season, so I've just been
I understand, Squire. I get it.
I gotta keep making all this money that I'll never use for something, buddy.
Yeah,
maybe I'll buy a yacht. I want to buy a.
I've clearly killed my audience, so I got to start screaming regularly again. Unfortunately, audience.
You know what you need to do this weekend, Persip?
Yeah,
you need to have a cheater stream, buddy.
Yeah, I think so. I think I got to do something this weekend.
It's time.
I had a lot going on for a little while there. Sometimes you just got to take care of what you have going on. Streaming was not a priority, so I had to give it a few weeks off. I hope people understand that. It's like there was no way I was going to be streaming.
But yeah, I'm glad that the sector is back. So the
sector is back. We got to build back an audience. Very disappointed we had 400 viewers last stream we did. But I'm very happy everybody's back. I'm very grateful for 100 streamers. So it doesn't matter. 100 viewers.
Well, I see some people in the chat I recognize. So there's still some people there. Plus it's Thursday.
Let's watch two beefy bears in an otter.
No, it's not. It's not. You can do that on your own time, buddy.
I wonder what Tartsky Ashton are doing when Ralph is blowing up his own foot into pieces.
What do you mean? Ralph's a king.
I think Ralph is doing just fine. I never pulled up those tweets. I suppose I should pull them up before we go.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the fuck they've been doing. I'm assuming that they're trying to get all the repoed furniture back or some shit.
Repoed furniture?
Yeah, it's all gone, buddy. They got repoed, I don't know, bud. They were flaunting all this shit and it's all gone. That's very suspect to me. I want to see some fucking gold-plated banisters and some fucking real, velvet fucking curtains. And I want to see this fucking truck. And if I don't see any of that shit in the next 24 hours, it doesn't.
Velvet curtains, you said?
Yeah. Yeah,
what would that
I don't
prove
see
to
anything
you,
that I don't see anything that proves to me that either of these faggots have any money.
Yeah.
So I need proof of wealth.
Proof of wealth.
I want proof of wealth.
Wow.
And I can demand it because I'm the Squire. They gotta outflex me, and I don't think they can. We didn't see any of these pictures of Ashton's Hawaiian vacation that he allegedly took.
Yeah.
I'm just saying out loud, buddy. Saying out loud that they gotta produce the golden briefcase.
Yeah. You want to read these, Squire? Hold on, I can switch over so you can see.
Yeah. Let me see what you got here. All right. God guards, it's time to stop. Person and bride, it's time to come to reality, boys. As for any sort of coalition, come on, bros. It was always doomed, buddy. Ralph is trash, and it's time to actually take out the trash this time. I once counted him as a good friend, and it really wouldn't be shocked. Or I really wouldn't be shocked if he could go this far. I think he thinks it's funny to go on Ralph's, but at a certain point, he's enabling a real monster to do this stuff forever. He can still bash me if he wants, but I'd like to move on. You mean like how you enable a certain
You mean like how we enabled a man to eat himself to death and indulge in every vice known to man? Then he eventually turned on us when we tried to, I don't know, when we just called him on his bullshit, he turned on us, basically. I mean, this is...
Yeah, it didn't really take much for him.
It didn't take too much.
Fine. It's tough. I mean, I guess if you weigh 600 pounds, you don't really have any kind of self-control.
Yeah, or emotional capacity to deal with anything. Yeah, I mean, we kind of knew that. Like, probably
man's got to eat, buddy. Man's got to eat.
Man's got to eat himself to death. It's tough.
Tough. Is there anything we forgot to cover? I'm sure there is.
I'm sure there's a lot. I don't know. We got real derailed.
Oh, Chris Chan got out.
Chris Chan got out. Damn, I had that on the list.
And
we never covered. We never covered Gator's anime convention. We never covered.
Fuck Gator. Gator's irrelevant.
Well, maybe we'll do a little Chris Chan stuff on the next stream.
I just can't believe that he's back with Barb. That's amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
I mean, I had a feeling, like, I mean, I don't know if it actually was all bullshit or not, but I had a feeling that it was probably all bullshit. And then, you know, they talked to Chris, and Chris is just such an autist. They just are like,
yeah,
oh, well, I guess it's true. Just like,
yeah, he's right. You know,
who the fuck knows? I'd love to see all the. I'm sure the documents are going to come out at some point. Figure out what the fuck actually happened.
I don't hate big giant fat people. It makes me sad. Me too. Chris is back home, but he's not allowed. I think he's not allowed to post on Twitter though. It's 500-pound sack of estrogen. There's no way for him to regulate his emotions now. Well, through food, he just eats his emotions. Must be hard.
Imagine being that fat. Imagine being that fat. That's rough.
Well, it's tough. I don't know what I'm going to actually wind up labeling this stream, but it was good to have you, Squire. We should go to bed now because I'm exhausted.
It's the end of August derail stream, buddy.
End of August derailed stream, yes.
Just call it the train derailment because, you know, you got the train, buddy.
Kino Casino derailment stream?
No.
We'll figure it out after.
We'll figure it out. All right.
Well, good night, chat. I hope you have a good night, and we'll see you next time, probably this weekend. I'll do a stream, and I'll really do it. You know, you guys got to understand, I had a lot of stuff going on. There wasn't even any time. So, all right. Good night, and
all right.
Juice.
Juice.